What did we just watch? It was DK versus Nightmare. Going to rename both, but DK versus Nightmare. And where do we start? Sakura Sports versus Still Ups. Ooh. What was kind of final scores in fantasy? Let's have a peep. All right. Check we've got everything updated. So it looks like big winner, no surprises, was UV, of course, 27.5. 24.5 for Lethal was actually probably one of the best scores we've seen out of someone who's played predominantly hit scan in a while, really. 16 for Kuffer, 16.5 for Wamone, 19.5 for Ollie. Not too much to speak of. Rhino and Squid actually an 8.5 and 9.5 respectively. Really the best score. Oh, actually, no, Nenmai got 13. Probably just a combination of actually playing all the maps. Or playing more of, yeah. So yeah, UV really the big winner there. Yes, OBS everything looks fine on my side, so I think unfortunately it might be you. Yeah, I feel like what this game was meant to be was going to be the test of, you know, how close Nightmare can get to actually some of these to the what is starting to feel more like a big 3 than a big 4. But yeah, there's like too many issues, too many caveats to, I think, really gain any true insights about Nightmare's power. I think Nightmare will still be very much on track to get that 4th place spot no matter what. Div your internet, yeah. So yeah, I think they'll still be very much on track for that, and then playoffs is where it really matters, right? Like that's where they need to beat one of GK, Liquid, or SSG to try and take that spot to Stockholm. What are we looking like here? Confirmation of the rosters. No sign of scissors. Maybe not too many surprises there. Do you know if we're getting Korea Fantasy anytime? We're working on it. We need to find a way to get to the scoreboards. We've got a couple of avenues we're going down at the moment. So maybe by next year, possible. But we kind of need a helping hand to get access to the stats. So that's the that's what we're hoping for. Scissors is streaming playing ranked. Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect to see Scissors today, but that is probably a pretty clear indication. Craig, yeah, Craig is. If Craig can help us, it'd be pretty big. But this is the big one now, right? Team Liquid against Spacestation Gaming. Quite literally, all the marbles. By which I mean a regular season game just for seeding. But in many ways, all the marbles. Shouldn't Scissors get -1 since we basically know? I don't know. I always feel weird about putting... Because I think this was probably a mistake with pricing for Rhino at the start as well, is that if the sub players are too low for their respective strength of their team, they just become like, if you roll the right meta, they just become broken. So I think hesitant to move them down too much.
Nicely done. Very nicely done, Wheats. You win the series, you win the marbles race. You simply cannot stop winning. Makes me sick, to be honest.
Yes, I mean, it's a classic wheat from chaff.
Just dreadful.
Sorry, let me try again. Have you done something different with your hair today, Max? It's looking quite good.
Is that like a bait comment, or like do you mean that?
That's a bait comment.
Thank you.
Will Frothy Philly go up? I mean, we try to factor in obviously strength of schedule. You know, like if you beat an easy team, but you're actually still a lowly ranked team, like Extinction beating Dildux, for example, or maybe like Good Guys versus Quick. So that sort of gets factored in. But Frothy Philly keeps scoring well in losses, and it's now the second time. Obviously, Frothy Philly has the most difficult set of fixtures coming up after their game this week. 4, 5, and 6 is really tough, but we'll see how they score again. But they're making a real case for it.
Thank you, Bunnykins. Let's tap in.
What's going on?
Wins. Wait's a winner.
What's going on with Scissors? Just posting on Twitter, you know. Like,
just poo posting. Yo,
just not that
where's
deep.
Team Liquid Corporate? Where's Team Liquid Corporate? The game's about to start. We need the Team Liquid Corpo account in my chat. We need that poor underpaid social media manager dropping gagas. Like, where are they?
Where is the gaga?
Genuinely, where is the gaga?
No sign of gaga. The map's loading in. It's getting pretty late in the day.
Say uwu and I'll sub. I set it by reading your message, so give me your money, Wise Possum. Jamal's live now. Gaga? Yeah, because he's LFT. He's trying to put himself out there.
he's trying to bolster his CV. Hope a few big spending CEOs are tapping in.
28, 27,
Oh
26,
god, I'm behind.
25.
Fast forward. Alright. 23,
Coffee's coming up.
22, 21,
we're out of sync, man.
20, 19, 18. Feel like he's walked away. 17, 16. As he walked away. 14, 13, 12. He doesn't know that number, so he might still be here. 9, 8. He's walked away for sure. 6, 5. I'm losing hope. Alright, it's a Wu Yang ban to kick us off here from SSG, and we're into a pause.
W pause.
I'm paused at 0.2 if that helps with timing.
Yeah, I think I'm paused at 0.2 as well.
I can see Big K and Little J.
It really is little. Rest assured. Oh, man. Oh, Team Liquid's here! Yo!
Is that what the pause was for?
Yeah, they actually paused so that the Team Liquid corporate account could get here. I wasn't even at the computer for it, but they did drop a gaga. So, Marquee NA game. It's just gonna be another boring 3-0, don't worry. Welcome, Team Liquid. Welcome. How's your day of social media managing been? Any other streamers or co-streamers that you've had to tap in with? No, we're not leaking Liquid, everybody. Come on. Keep it in.
Surely they were at the CS, right?
Team Liquid said, "Can you'll try your best to link a Martan up with codes? Fucking hook me up first, like hook me up with a code. Like don't hook a Martan up. Sort me out, like." You do not need the codes of Martin. It needs to go to me, the glutton.
Hawk just DM'd me. Don't worry, I'll be home soon. Wear something nice for me. Good to know, Songhack. Oh.
What's this pause for?
I thought it was short for just. I don't know. I didn't see anyone DC, but I wasn't super looking.
I was super looking because I watch very closely when Team Liquid games are on.
This guy's such a kiss ass. I'm doing my job. Can I have some codes now? Oh.
When I showed you the state of the chat with me and the boss, mate, you think I'm kissing ass in there?
You're using your kindest emoji. And this doesn't look like the game at all.
It's Avril, he's behind all of these shenanigans. Yeah, Avril hasn't been the same ever since Avril Theory got disproven. He thought that he'd plucked the lowest hanging fruit on the entire tree, and it still turned out to be wrong. First time P2 from Pina1649. Welcome. P2 to you too. It's zero audio issues? How do you know that, Felix?
Type exclamation mark Avril Theory got disproved, I believe, twice within the same week, which was a pretty firm nail in that coffin.
Wizo Possum, thank you very much for the gift sub to Party. Welcome, Party. Thank you very much, Wizo Possum. I presume this is for the Uwu earlier.
Good to their word. Unlike a certain Gara believer.
Could be me.
Anyone know if I can get a frothy Philly jersey?
Are you trying to make friends with the fucking Team Liquid social media manager now, Sammy157? Like, is there anybody that you will not try it on with? Unbelievable. C-Tones must have a cuck thing. Like, it's gotta be.
That feels like it, that feels like a shoe fitting.
Yeah. It really, it's a Cinderella story with C-Tones in the cuck chair.
Is this break a bedtime theory? 100%. Didn't it disprove in those games? Yeah, pretty good chance. Pretty good chance.
Do we need to shout Trevor for this one? This feels like something that's out of Trevor's control, to be honest.
I do generally just blame Trevor anytime anything goes wrong in my life.
What's 3-tab?
You get a custom Lakers jersey with FF and the number 7. Yeah, I go pretty hard, actually.
3 body kills? What, is that like pre-hitbox and health changes? Is that what 3-tab means? Like, just before the hitbox changes, so you could shoot someone 3 times and they die? Yeah. Jeez, Thoughts on the famous streamer Forsen? Love him. Love him so much. Have been watching Forsen for many years. Ever since I started watching him, maybe, I don't know, 7 years ago, when he was playing PUBG and just getting sniped by like 20,000 people every single night. I don't watch him regularly, but if I ever see him streaming PUBG, I always watch. And I always watch him play Minecraft because he's so fucking funny. In like I presume a completely unintentional way. But fucking love Forsen.
Well, that's the best kind of way.
He's really good. Old streamer? Yeah, well, I'm 28 years old, so checks out, doesn't it? Remember watching Forsen back when he played Hearthstone, didn't know he still streamed? Of course, he's huge. He's huge. He's always at the top of my Twitch following. Just clocks on to his exactly 6-hour shift, whatever his regular stream schedule is. Sometimes he revisits Public G and still gets sniped by the same people that were sniping him 8 years ago, going gway, and action is coming. So, like, it's good. You don't look a day over 30 on? Thank you. Dude, we are struggling today. What are your thoughts on the streamer Onta? I don't know, go ask Forsen.
Hasn't Chris Fury been disproven? Yeah, but Chris Fury is describing a more complex situation. If you pick the lowest hanging fruit, you really need 100% success rate.
Yeah, guys, please don't ask me about why the game isn't being unpaused. Ask Team Liquid, at the Team Liquid social media manager, please, and ask them why the game is paused. They can solve this for you. I can't, but at Team Liquid can.
Why won't Team Liquid start the game?
One of these days.
It's not biased. Look at the nature of a theory. It's not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think you need a rocket science degree to figure out. That's not for saying. I don't think you need a rocket science degree to figure out which theory is actually more complicated.
Team Liquid sacrifice C-tones to get this pause? I mean, I wish. I fucking wish. But unfortunately, I suspect I'm going to queue up later today. And when C-tones wakes up at 3, 4 p.m., whatever time the unemployed in Australia tend to wake up, I'm sure he'll start spawning into all of my comp and quick play games that I'm playing to try and keep myself conscious until career starts. Overwatch Pog says, who's your sub badge? It's my good friend. It's my good friend Ben, who I used to be on a team with and then used to be the manager for my team and the coach for my team. And, yeah, it's Smash. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And it's his face at different stages in his progression. And as you progress through the ranks of tier, you get to a classier and classier version of him. No, not Korean Smash. Would you believe that before I was close friends with Smash the Korean, I was close friends with an Australian called Smash.
You have a type.
I do have a type. I do have a type. Stop W smashing, it's the wrong smash.
Will the leaderboard update after the game for Fantasy? Probably depends mostly if Toby's awake. But Toby is now just spamming this copy and pasta, so there's a decent chance.
W ping pong.
Chris Fury happens today with Sakura? True.
Can we get Chris to clarify what's going on here? Like, maybe Chris can tell us.
Chris!
Chris!
I'm going to bed watching, so it's really in the entertainment value of this game. Ah, so you mean this extended pause is not helping?
Oh. I'm quite liking this extended pause, to be honest. It just prolongs the duration for which I need to entertain people. Danny dropped a resident sleeper, so Danny's not unpaused. Can't wake up again, gifted 5 community subs, keeping me awake by giving me money. Fucking love that. Thank you so much, Can't Wake Up Again. Welcome to the 5 new parasocial friends, Spinosaurus, frickin' another gimmick account got it. Frickin' Summon Sue. I mean, they're a Twitter old head at this point. They've been around forever, but like at the same time, like Twitter gimmick account got a sub. Come on. Thank you very much. Can't Wake Up Again. Appreciate it.
It's time for the pause has gone on so long. We need a TF2 story. I feel like I've told you most of the TF2 stories. Tell them again. I'm trying to think. I think I've told you all the major ones.
Did you finish that Daned story? Xavier added like he said like after Daned came back, that we immediately went to a 15-minute production break because we were like having halftime, and halftime is baked into the show.
Halftime.
Felix, thank you very much for the gifts up to Danny. Welcome, Danny, of course, begrudgingly. I wouldn't even dream of considering you a friend because we're colleagues. But yeah, thank you, Felix. I appreciate that. Yeah, the end of the Daned story was just Daned managed to carry his computer all the way to his brother's house. Once he got to his brother's house, he he plugged it in, and we reverse swept the series.
Also, we were
by far the best team in Europe. You know, the only way we could possibly lose is if our coach had to play a main support, our flex support had to play DPS, our coach DC'd, and it was an easy win after that.
Also, there was nothing. We were sitting there in half-time just sort of thinking like, it's fucking cooked, you know? Like, what can we do? Like, we're literally playing 5v6. And then Danid joins the call, and it's just, I'm here. Guys, I'm here. I plugged it in. I just need a moment. And the admin's like, well, the game's starting, Val. And I'm like, can Danid please just give him a chance to catch his breath? Clearly the situation, we get a little catch a breath thing. But Danid was good for it. Huge effort from Danny Double D's on that one.
Nice, Braven.
Who was the biggest client I coached? I don't know. Maybe Lethal.
Yeah, that definitely him.
Yeah. Like, Sauna was kind of like your classic client, but also Sauna just felt like he was mainly a client through his, like his age and experience more than anything. What's the lowest SR you coached? I mean, my first team I coached was an open division team.
No, Sammy. I don't do much of anything for free, to be honest.
This guy is
I pretty much
about
don't.
the money.
So Sammy said, "Until would you coach me for free?" Like, isn't that just ridiculous? You know?
That's outrageous. Oh, someone DM'd me for 1v1 coaching today. What? Just not responded yet. The answer will be no. All right. Ready to get into it?
I'm not looking for transactional friendship, Sammy157. I'm not lonely. I'm good. Like, all right.
No, as in coaching for 1v1s. Yeah. 27, 26, 25, 24.
I'm 26, 25, 24, so you're like a flicker pause away. 23, 22, 21, 20,
That just
19. Boston is on Ramatra, one of the best ball maps in the entire game. Ball is open, and Team Liquid are rolling out on Ram. Is this overcooked, or is this the Hawk counter?
I think it's a Hawk counter, right? It kind of makes sense on paper, Ram into Zarya, even after the Ram nerfs. I think for functionality, still should in theory work. And they have got this early space top left. Infected's going to fall off the high ground bow, actually. So now space for Hawk to work with. Connect's going to swing round, and Infected's actually taken so much damage, so it's SSG can start forcing the point. Thank you, Azukar99 for the prime.
Oh, thank you for the prime, Azukar. Infected pushes deep now. Massive cleaving punches. Sorry, I was typing in Discord. I'm fucking useless. ZR7 has found Chronic, though Hawk is very low as well. But Lenny, he's traded Infected, and Hawk has survived. Lozo Possum, thank you very much for the tier 1, which you picked the 6-month option for. That's money prorated. That's very well done. RuPaul's found Hawk, though. So Hawk pushed backline, tried to kill those squishy targets, but he winds up the victim. And Team Liquid, they should be good for the cap here. Infected also, clearly, straight over to the Winston. Again, not the ball. So, yeah, maybe it wasn't overcooked.
Yeah, no, they get it in the end. Coming back on the Winston now, though. This gives them a chance to set up on the high ground as well. And this is going to be really difficult for SSG on this retake. So many chances to just drop off, engage. Chronic back onto the Cass after the Winston swap as well. But it's really all about this, because RuPaul's going to have a Kitsune rush really soon. I don't know how SSG can clear this high ground. I don't know how they rotate through for cleanly. It's going to be so hard. He's typing again.
Spacestation. Yeah, I typed again. I replied to the wrong message too, so I accused someone random of having autism rather than the person that said that they have autism, so that's a disaster. That's okay. Kitsune Rush available for RuPaul. Pulse Bomb for Sugar Free, but Chronic is dead pre-fight. Tree on the Hanzo, log to the head. That's all it takes. Gaga. Or Gage, you know. I wouldn't want to pick or choose. ZR7 goes deep, blink melee, no kill, but ultimately Spacestation Gaming, they got to wait for their Chronic.
Yeah, gonna have to group up and go again. All the ults still available for Team Liquid, obviously except for that Winston since Infected swapped. But you can see Infected positioned on this high ground, looking to drop into them. They're gonna try and clear it out. Leopard's gonna go try and boot him off. Doesn't get it though. Infected is still up there as they try and look for the cross. More harassment coming in for Lep, but I don't Belusia won't be able to clear this one. Just trying to dislodge him so the rest of the team can rotate. And Hawk has got through. Kitsune rush on point. 0 hits for Pulse Bombo. Infected's gonna try and meet that one. He needs a lot of help quickly. Will be a beat trade coming through.
What?
Beat first from Lep, but Sugar Free is dead. 2 players down as the speed comes in, and Vega doesn't even need to use it back. Bubble from Infected, and Hawk will get taken down. And this is rough for SSG.
Yeah, this is really tough now. God, Vega is using the ugliest Lucio skin since the fucking biker client skin. Like, he needs to be taken out back for using that. That is actually horrifying. Sugar Free needs to get the touch, but I don't even think he can. He's recalled off and nobody's good for it. Beat came out from Lep there, 3v5, and now there's just no beat for the recontest. Lep died late as well, so he couldn't wall right on for the touch. Disaster scenes here for Space Station. Looked partially winnable. Unta's mustache. Ayo, Unt. Shut the fuck up, Hunter's mustache. Yo, can someone else touch the king of KD? Ultraviolet and Weeds both fucking yapping at the same time. Like, UV's become a real viewer now. Like, he's done lurking.
Suck it in, yeah.
Yeah. Overwatch Esports says, hey, be nice to your mustache. Hey, aren't you supposed to be, I don't know, talking to the clients in the Overwatch Esports chat right now? Overwatch Esports, you're lost. You're here early.
The Raiders coming in. 3, 2.
Red Eye takes the gifts to my mustache.
All right, Farah Freya coming out from SSG alongside a Hazard. So a very different look, but this is a better map for Ball, and Infected will be on that, looking for a bit of early pressure. Forces Sugar Free, corrals all of SSG over to this cage side. Looking for more pressure, but Sugar Free's just gone forward. He's taken Tree out of the sky there, doubling up on the aerial duel, and Sugar Free comes out top of that one. Now, early advantage. Slam comes through from Infected as well. He's going to be chased all the way out. Little boot back in as well. They're all body blocking him as well. Infected in big trouble when Chronic converts it. They've lost the flip during this SSG, but they should be able to get it right back.
I mean, they'd get it right back if they would touch the fucking point, but they're just not doing that. My God. Now Infected's nearly back in the mix. Stall begins for ZR7, and it might actually allow them to keep... Okay. No, RuPaul's going to die for it, actually, so they should be fine. Freya swap from Tree as well, or did he start on that? I've been paying very little attention ever since Overwatch Esports typed to my mustache in Twitch chat. I've been completely lost. But 26% conceded in the first fight that you win simply cannot happen. I know there's no Tracer, but still, cannot happen.
Now setting up again, they'll have position for this one. Zero's already low. Actually, just dies to Sugar Free. I guess didn't have recall or something. I was trying to save it. Either way, more time off the clock for SSG. Chance to build up all of their ults as well. They do have a pretty significant lead, not just in the bowler shot, but also in the support ults more crucially as well. So difficult situation for Team Liquid. And you see Infected, there's not a lot of targets for him to slam. He's going for a lot of these sort of roll throughs, just trying to beam people in the sky. You see him go for Sugar Free on the far side of our screen now as Tree tries to take a deeper position, but Chronic will take this duel, flies back over, a lot of heat onto him. Suzu comes out to keep him alive through that, but Hawk takes out Tree. Wellness happens. Lep's going to kill RuPaul. Chronic will eventually be traded. 3v3 though, actually, and Lep's in a little bit of trouble. Infected's low. He's going to get chased all the way out here. Zero now fighting Hawk, trying to run away from that one. Slash doesn't connect, but Sugar Free's right there, and Zero's just on the run. Infected with the slam coming through, looking for Sugar Free with that, but Hawk can keep this point just contested. Pulse Bomb comes out onto him, blocks a lot of that, needs more beat, comes through from Lep. That significant advantage, paying DVDs, and now they're going to chase him all the way out. Lep went really deep for that. Actually catches a slam on his way out, so has to be careful. But SSG, strong lead now, but Zero finds Sugar Free.
Zero's found Lenny, and that's a great opening. Without one of the two major carries for Space Station Gaming, how can they possibly finish out this fight? Minefield down on the point for Infected. Slam to try and catch out Chronic, but God, he's slippery. He will go down in the end. But at this stage, you can tell Space Station, they're just playing for percentage. CJ, unfortunately, can't tell that they're playing for percentage and is going to throw in the Kitsune Rush. Bowler traded out by Tree, but RuPaul has slipped away. Capture percentage is now going to end up at 99 if SSG lose this fight, but the downpour actually comes out.
Good Suzu.
Pixel perfect. Suzu coming out though. Hawk goes for the slash. Lenny with the barrage. Zero-man barrage from Lenny. Shades of Top Dragon. Flip's going to go through now. By the way, Xavier, Overwatch Esports wrote, the establishment gains victory in a myriad of ways. Look, Overwatch Esports, even though the establishment may win by every measurable metric every single time due to numerous factors, you'll never have even 1% of the heart and the grit that we show in this chat room day in and day out. And that's the truth of the matter. All right. Back in control for Team Liquid. Kitsune Rush and Beat available for the support line of Team Liquid. Spacestation Gaming, they have unfortunately drained their bank trying to pull it back from the brink. So Liquid really in pole position to close out this map if they can just cycle their ults well.
Yeah, need a little bit of magic. Sugar Free's going to take a bit of pressure from Infected there. They do clear that one out. CJ trying to keep everything at bay, and he's CPS pocketed into this. Vega's coming to help as well. Goes for a beat push. Only catches 3 of them as they try and dive onto Chronic, but Chronic trying to get over those rooftops. Doesn't quite make it over. Does this time, Very shoots them all out. Nothing out of this beat push. That is one kited for free, and all of a sudden it looks a little bit more possible for SSG now. Oh, it should be
Lenny
dies.
goes down. Suddenly that possibility slips. Hawk's going to go down too. And SSG, now their backline just needs to get out of dodge. So tough. Like, Left's close to a beat. But where's the rest of it for SSG? Lenny's gone Tracer to presumably play life and play for his KD. Fantasy heads will rise up, but people that actually want SSG to win the series may not. Lenny looks good for the tap. Pulse Bomb from ZR7 goes wide, but Chronic is still dueling with death. Lenny gets that first tap, blinks back over to the mini health pack. Now he has to deal with the constant spam from RuPaul. Eyes on the support for CJ and Left. They both nearly got ult. And Vega! Oh, classic Vegaga moment. Tap good. Left finds 0 as well. RuPaul's invested the Kitsune. It's a 3v5, but they need to spend because it's last fight. Lenny finds RuPaul, and by the time Left can drop the beat, Spacestation have already clutched in an OT. Can we get eyes off this guy?
Yeah, it's just over before it even really begins there. Vega's going to come back in. Doesn't even get the touch. One more death. And SSG right back in this one. And in theory, this should have been the stage that was better for Team Liquid. A chance to play the ball. Kiri Lucio. Treon Freya. But a great comeback there for SSG. They just got those picks out of nothing. Needed magic. Got the magic. And now we're going over to Lighthouse.
Yeah, over to Lighthouse. Do I see a Torb being hovered in spawn by Spacestation? Please no. Anything like that. It's got to be. It's got to be another Tracer Freya. It's got to be like another Tracer.
Go Ryan and get on point, Hawk.
It's just not happening, man. Not in the current year. Not with all these Freyas and all this bullshit. There's too many supports that have guns in the game now. So, and especially versus a team that has god tier double flex like Freya Farah. Like, how are you beating that with some stand on the point?
Oh my god, they're doing it. They are all out of spawn. TP there, Infected is on ball. Will he be there in time? There's 2 ways to approach this. The instant TP or the wait until point unlocks. And SSG are going to choose to wait until point unlocks. You can see all of Team Liquid pinging it. The problem with this is you give them time. They all come through and Lep is one shot there. That's why you TP immediately. You should know this, Chris. We've been over this. 2 kills immediately for Infected. That's no support. Hawk is running around on the Sigma now. But with no support, it'll be easy pickings for Team Liquid.
Oh, just too fucking free. Now that SSG are on this comp, are they going to full swap after donating a cap and a full... No way, they're still on it as well. Like, they just won well playing like Hazard, Tracer, slash Farah, Freya. Chronic on Freya seems like a good shout, but no, we're gonna stick to our guns here. We're gonna get camped on a TP, except 15 fights in a row. TP nearly ready for Sugar Free. Throws it down, they're on the point, and they're off the map. So
Sugar Free dead this
0
time.
for 2 on TPs. Bodies are on the point, but Boston's rolling on through. But we've overcooked it, Chris. We've overcooked it.
Yeah, it's just going to be clean up on the point now, nowhere to go. They're still trying to battle away, get what ult charge they can, but so much of the nature of this type of comp, yeah. He just get close, and now the swaps are coming through. Hawk might even just swap his Flux, honestly, just go over onto D.Va or the Hazard. Or D.Va's ban, sorry, onto the Hazard. Kitsune Rush nearly up for CJ, so they can take the fight more properly now, but they're going to be behind on a lot of this ult charge, and they are going to be behind significantly on capture percentage. So SSG are going to need more magic to get themselves out of this one.
SSG are going to need so much magic, but at least SSG are actually on heroes where they can kill players now. Lenny and Hawk are going to go to the point. Lep's going to get slammed, Suzu'd, and pulsed thereafter. ZR7 just good for it. Kitsune rush on the objective. Hawk is swinging away. Lenny already finding more value on the Tracer than he ever could on Symmetra. Bowler shot comes out. Suzu from CJ is good, but unfortunately CJ is going to die for this one. Lenny finds another one. A classic Vey Gaga situation. Now you can see Lep back for another death, presumably as SSG. They've flipped the cap at 82. Hawk walls himself in on the point. Lenny finds a third kill. Get this guy off Tracer and put him back on Symmetra, please.
Oh my god, Sugar Free cleaned up everything.
6. Vey Gaga, 7.
7, you've got the pulse, go on, mate. And SSG have got their lifeline. Lep nearly has the beat to match this one as well. They'll be desperate for it because Team Liquid do have the support ult advantage, but now they have control of point, slightly better starting position for Hawk, and opportunities from Chronic and Sugar Free with these ults. SSG clinging into this series as RuPaul and Zero are going to take this left-hand side, try and swing through. Infected starts for point force. Going to be matched now. Kitsune Rush comes for that. Lep is going to hit the beat, catches everyone but Sugar Free. Vega is awfully low. 1 HP, can he get it off? He's too far away from the fight. He's trying to group up. He's got the Mega. He comes through now, catches everyone with that, and Chronic goes down. Bowler finds nothing. Vega kills Lep. 2-player advantage now. Hawk in big trouble. Sugar Free not going to be able to repeat his miracle from the previous fight, and they will be back in control, and this touch is going to be strained now. I think it has to be Lep.
It has to be Lep, and Vega's marking it, so you can already see. He's got the angle. He's watching for the touch. Lep trying to roll in from the top ropes. He's already been contested. Setting up for the rollout of his life. Maybe Lenny can get it too. Lenny gets it.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
Oh, Pulse and Downpour are going to be available for SSG. They can really do this. Hawk's pulled himself in on the point as well. Left, just trying to play life as best he can. Chronic, far angle, poking away on Freya. Tree's got the bowler. Not sure where he'll be able to invest it. CJ headshot, Zero forces the recall as well. Then he gets another tap. Pulse goes wide. Chronic and Lep are both
so low.
Holds out for Sugar Free. Catches Tree. Hawk's Downpour might have done a bit of something too, but CJ needs to keep on pocketing Hawk while Lenny gets the tap. CJ's dead, and that's Space Station's dreams going up in smoke. If only they started on a human comp.
It's honestly, my solution to this is you actually just need to fix the first TP. You TP immediately so they don't have a chance to set up. Because they wait for it, they know exactly where to be, so Infected has the perfect boop, everyone has the perfect angle. The idea of a TP is you can cheat them to point as well. So, yeah, or they could have just started on that as well, and that might have been really fine too.
They actually got to fry his ass for that one. Torpsim Sigma versus the team that plays ball.
It's honest. It's just a first TP problem. That feels so different if it's not the first TP problem, because then they just swap later after getting like 50% or something. You know. You
really think they would get 50% with, like?
I don't know.
This isn't like the old days where like the better tanks
it's worse without Mei and without Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no Mei. There's no Ryan. And the way that it was always winning is you always versed Koreans that run Winston. Winston can't touch the point. Ball can just touch. Like, Ball can just roll through and fucking kill everyone. Like,
we beat
CJ also
teams
can't AoE
well.
heal. What, like Kellen on Ball or something? Like, what was the Ball team? Shadow Ball? Like, what ball are we talking about here?
I don't know. It probably would have been Donghack or something at some point. I'm sure plenty of teams tried it.
A team would have played Winston on a Brig and Cheer would have been up on the high ground packing the whole time.
Yeah, I can play
face holding back tears emoji. That's a good first time chat. Chris sabotaging fantasy? Well, not mine. I got none of these players.
How did Sugar Free do? That's the important thing. As long as it wasn't brutal.
I'm sure he's KD. I mean, it's got to be good.
Donghack went team? Yeah, but we also scrim teams all the time on this. Really not our first rodeo playing Lighthouse. Unto Cope? Thank you, Haddy. It was just for first TP, right, Haddy? Just for first TP. Sugar Free drops a 4, which isn't great, but it is also better than anyone else on SSG. Minus 0.5 for Hawk. That's actually really good for people who don't have Hawk, because that's going to close the difference.
We play Scissors over Chronic, so I don't have a second sub 150 week. Transgender Yuri. That's a you problem, I'm afraid.
Yes, you get it. Thank you, Haddy. That's why I'm your favourite bold person. Same right back at you, Haddy.
Sammy, stop asking everyone to duo with you. Even Cuffer. Like, Cuffer's got the self-respect to say no. Unbelievable. Settle. Go play with C-Tones when he wakes up at 4 p.m. after a hard day of not working. All in on Team Liquid?
Big winner was 0, 9.5, 8.5 for RuPaul, 8 for Vega.
8 for Vega. Vega has all those deaths, and he's 8.
He had 4 deaths.
He's literally just violent.
He had 4, like it was like
Vega has impact deaths.
Yeah, exactly. The stats aren't that bad, but they're just egregious.
Yeah, that's the ticket right there.
All right, go to King's Row. Banner Winston. Feels like a Zarya angle, right? Team Liquid are going to ban the Lucio in response here, so force a Wu Yang Kiri mirror probably, but I don't think SSG mind this too much.
But this is SSG, just almost certainly a map win, right? Like they're punching really close on Koth with these hazard comps on the best ball map in the game, and a really awkward map to play the hazard. You go to a map where you can play hazard, D.Va, Zarya, musical heroes, depending on the situation. I feel like it's almost impossible for Hawk to not carry you over the line on this map.
Yeah, and these are the ones you need to win as well, right?
Team Liquid employers, obviously. Yeah.
Gonna be an Ana Wu Yang start actually for Team Liquid. Also playing the ball, we've seen T1 do a lot of this on the defense as well. Makes the recontest a little bit more possible at times. They are gonna go in Tracer Hanzo with this as well. So SSG will walk out, have a little look, see what they see, and then make their decisions from there. Lep actually starting on the Juno, at least for a speed ring out of spawn. But no, he's actually committing to this one out as well. We saw Alcacia do this. Obviously, when Kellex talked about the version of this comp, they talked about the importance of speed ring. In this, it's gonna be a TP onto the high ground, but Hawk's gone the wrong way. RuPaul dropped out the other window. He's just duped him completely. Infected comes through for a slam, but regardless, SSG have control of the high ground.
Alright, SSG take top. RuPaul gets flipped down to main. He's hiding. He's looking for a little cheeky nade from the looks of it, or maybe just trying to rotate back to safety. But Tree has been caught out. The game of chess was on, and ultimately Tree just gets isolated in the corner. Can't get it done. Now in a 5 versus 4, all Team Liquid need to do is just play slow. Wait for Tree to get back, because SSG, they're going to try and take as much space. Yeah, Rupert's dead too. That might be the first point done and dusted. Tree's coming back on Genji, but it's going to be hard to clutch here for Liquid.
Yeah, another slam comes through for Infected, looking for a trade. Lep has taken some damage, but not too much meaningfully. Another boot off from Infected. Chronic's trying to keep him at bay as they are eyeing up a recontest here, Liquid. Tree coming back on the Genji as well. Kiriko for RuPaul. Flashbang is good. Infected has been forced away. Has to play that Mega again, but I don't think it's available, actually. He's still half HP as more and more capture progress goes the way of SSG. And Infected, they've hunted him down behind. They forced for recoil out of Zero as well. Tree is trying to get in, but here comes the beam. Here comes the chase. And SSG are just everywhere right now.
SSG, they do take it in the end. No trades at all for Team Liquid, and you can see Boston's actually been swapped over to the Ramatra. I think Hawk might just stick with what they've got at the moment. I think that the Ram, it's good for second point, you know? We've seen an uptick this week in Ramatra picking from 0 up to non-zero, as people are opting to play it on the flat section of the map. Matches up pretty well into the D.Va and the Zarya both, but ultimately, because SSG have these ultimates that are just going to be online sooner than what Team Liquid have got, it's going to be so hard for them. Zero, really, he's the ace in the hole. Flanking behind with RuPaul. They're about to hit a little 3-2-1. You've got to be careful if you're Lep or Chronic right now. Squishy targets. But Zero, he sold the flank early. He's revealed his position. Pressure's in. He's got the pulse, but Spacestation just pushed all the way forward.
He's stolen the point at least. Him and RuPaul are buying a bit of time here for Team Liquid as the rest of them kite out. So the Kitsune Rush gets them around the corner, but not a lot more. But SSC still have a few more ults to throw in here. They've got the High Noon, and they've got that TP. Pulse Bomb comes through, though. He takes it away. Suzu, as well as he goes through, drops onto Infected in his grill. So much damage. They kill Infected off that. The point is still getting stalled out a bit by Vega. Tidal Blast comes through. 2 dinks, but not enough to stop Zero with that Tidal Blast. And Zero can get out, and a crucial trade from him to save the point.
Yeah, those are huge, huge trades. Zero now slowing down Space Station, but not stopping the card still. That being said, you know that Team Liquid, the second Boston's back in the mix, he's going to press forward. Already, though, Sugarfree getting clipped out by ZR7, and Lenny just wishing that he was on Tracer so that he could match the guy. Symbol comes up, and it's quite shallow. It's
early.
It's not... Yeah, it's shallow and it's early, so they're not pushing with this one. They're getting a bit of free card push, but Chronic finds Zero, and now Orbital Ray on the card. Boston has to just throw himself into the meat grinder. Basically impossible for Team Liquid to clutch this one out. Hawk catches Vega, and that's 4.5 minutes for thirds up.
Yeah, expensive in the end because they used for Symbol and the Ray, and Tree didn't even pull the blade in the end because it was so cooked by the time he really got the opportunity. So SSG spend big, but they get themselves a big old time back to go with it as well. Still high noon Kitsune rush for these upcoming fights as well, and they'll have significant control of the high ground here. As much as Tree can challenge for it and RuPaul can help, Infected's going to be rooted to the floor. Hawk and Sugarfree can take the whole team to own that high ground.
I think this is really difficult for Team Liquid. They've got the ults, obviously, but Boston just stuck on Ramatra for third point now. High ground's available. Many characters that Boston can play that could potentially resolve this issue for them. Kitsune rush out in main from Rupert. Pulse bomb goes wide, but Chronic will be cleaned up. ZR7 rips the blade, goes top. He's hunting down CJ. Hawk's found a trade, as Hawk tends to do, but it might just be a quick reset here for SSG. Hawk's actually trying to play his life. Perhaps foolishly. Can he get out of this?
He's thinking about it. He's going to go top as well. 49 HP, full Matrix up. Suzu comes out as well. 41 HP, will get D-Max, has to burn the bomb for it.
Could have just reset.
Yeah, he's not gonna burn it. He's gonna play for the reset. He's just going to die on point. But this has wasted about a minute of their time overall. So while they had plenty of time to work with, it was too many ults out there from Team Liquid. Tidal Blast, Annihilation for this next one as well. Really, the big swings for SSG, it's for Symbol, it's for Rain. These are the fights, the ones they used to close out second. That is their big timing.
Yeah, I mean, now for Space Station, they can play for that Ray turn, which can really help them to overwhelm Liquid. But at the same time, like, I think with Sim, with D.Va, even with Kiri, you can take a lot of space on this point. The Team Liquid is going to struggle to contest. I think Boston stuck on the ground. Sim can really break a lot of what this team is trying to do. Tidal Blast comes out onto Tree. He's going to dash up top. He hits the stun on both of SSG's backliners. Classic. But Infected, trapped in a corner, blocking, and he's just going to get absolutely worked from both sides. Lep, unfortunately, has gone down somehow, some way, to Tree up on the high ground. Chronic had the wisdom to TP back, but unfortunately, the memo wasn't taken there for Lep, unfortunately. RuPaul and Tree both managed to go down though. Sugarfree and Hawk just getting it done. Every single time Hawk shifts on, I feel like he finds a kill on a backliner. It's fucking nonsense.
Yeah, Tree coming back on the hand zone now. Infected is on the D.Va just to try and stall this one out, but Symbol is nearly ready to go. Look at all these ults from SSG. They have everything they can possibly want. The Symbol even protects Lep from those arrows as well. Now they can start pushing forward. Half HP already. Tree is coming back on Widow. They need desperation, but Sugarfree has fried Zero on point. Infected's going to get D-Mex as well. Tree needs a miracle, needs to start connecting shots. A nice one onto Lep. Goes for Sugarfree, but misses it. He needs to do so much more after that as well. One nice shot from Tree, not enough to stop SSG's momentum. All the ults get him over the line, and 2 minutes in the bank.
2 minutes in the bank. SSG absolutely plowing through Team Liquid here on Kings Road. This is the best of the best when it comes to the draft. Take it to a map where Hawk can really assert dominance, ban out Boston's only potential pick, and I mean, what can he do? He has to play ball on Kings Row first. He makes a swap over to Ram, does absolutely sweet fuck all. Over to third point, he's playing the Beaver. That's just not going to happen, is it? We can move on to the next one. We can play for map 3, Team Liquid, because map 2 is absolutely chalked. Looking over at the scoreboard right now, one of these things is not like the other, for at least one side, but that's okay. Space Station Gaming, confident for the win here. Oh, God. Chris is really teaching Lenny every new trick in the book, isn't he? Guys, he was on May for a second there.
I mean, it's actually looked really good, right? In terms of how they're using the Sim TP, you see him take some good initial space, and then a lot of the other Sim TPs were just, you know, like whack-a-mole, you know? Control different areas of the map, make sure Infected doesn't come back in for a recontest of the ball, everything like that. So, felt actually, you know, these aren't simple TPs, right? We watched Nightmare earlier on Junkertown, and it felt like Rocket was struggling with a lot of this decision-making to clear the space. That his team needed to clear the space. But Sugarfree really on top of everything. But it will be maybe a bit more of a standard composition here. Hawk's going to be on the Zarya, Chronic on the Sojourn. So maybe it'll be Sugarfree responsible a little bit more for controlling Hotel on this defense. We'll see what Team Liquid choose once they get that as well. Zero's going to grapple out onto spawn, actually. Vega waiting to pull him back. Holding the angle for a bit, but nothing coming.
Yeah, nothing coming for the moment, and here come the swaps. The Beaver has been abandoned. Ramatra pick into the Zarya feels relatively reasonable, even though there's a lot of high ground on the point. Chronic on the Sojourn, I feel like he's going to struggle on this pick. I feel like it's not a great point for the Soj, honestly. Freya's available too, so I'm a little bit surprised to see him going with the Sojourn, but maybe there's a method to the madness that I'm just not clocking here. Something's just not clocking to me. Chronic swings up on the high ground, he's trying to get his rail online. Now his rail is online, so he can threaten a peak at any given moment. He's actually slid over to the side to mark Boston. Boston's popped the form timing, pushing quite deep. I think Chronic has dumped the rail at this point. You can see point touches coming through for Team Liquid, but SSG just holding strong for the minute. Still that rail is actually online, finally dumps it, but yeah, back over to marking Boston so that he can't walk up and back line.
Yeah, Chronic is just having to play a little bit of peekaboo with these arrows. Sugarfree's going to die. Now it's got point touch gone for SSG, so Team Liquid can slow it down if they want. Just force that point. Try and encourage a drop, but Tree's got a great setup behind. Suzu has been forced out. So that's Zero, actually, sorry. He does get out alive as well. CJ was 1 HP. Still no point touch from Team Liquid during all of this, actually.
Yeah, lots of time dicking about, but no point touch at all. So SSG really happy with this hold. I mean, they've already bled a minute and a half off the clock. Kings Row first, famously difficult to defend, and they're getting heaps of time off the clock. 2 players for Team Liquid now make their way over to the objective, and they get a tick free of charge. The point contest is really rough if Lenny is incapable of being on the case. ZR7 and Lenny are just dueling with one another, but I mean, we're about to see a second tick go through. That's 2 ticks for nothing. Chris is... What the fuck is that Kitsune?
It's ugly. Hawk needs loads of pocket as well.
Wall?
Yeah, I think he dumped it into the wall. It's a real stump of a Kitsune rush, and now Hawk is trying to go forward, trying to make something happen, but that's a disaster. They had the first ult online. Nano was used, I think, in response to that as well, but honestly, don't know if they even really needed it. And it's going to be a simple but slow first point for Team Liquid.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough, for sure. That's real tough. That's tough. Okay, Tidal Blast, Blade, Dragon, and Annihilation, all on the cards for Team Liquid. Flat section of the map now, where the Ramatra scales a bit better than the Zarya as well. Things are going to be difficult for Hawk. No Kitsune Rush available for reasons that we shall not speak of any longer. As Space Station, they're going to come in with 4 ultimates of their own. Real potential for Vega to counteract the grab though. The Tidal Blast to keep whoever gets grabbed alive. Shield up for Boston, nade, and massive pocket heals from the Honor Wu Yang. There's opportunities galore. Tidal Blast comes out. Lenny's just going to run down RuPaul. He actually goes for the Pulse combo.
He was really
bullets?
dead.
You need bullets left? Yeah. Lep goes down though. Zero's found Lep. Blade is pulled in the back. He's found Hawk. He's looking for more. He misses a slash, uncharacteristic of ZR7, but he won't get traded. He'll go back in, and Space Station have been fully wiped here. Team Liquid, they dumped the old bank, but they have cleaned up.
Yeah, we saw when SSG got to this point, they had a lot of big ults left to try and get the cap over. Tree it's only the Dragon they have to work with it. In theory, SSG, as long as they can connect this, they can overclock to maybe retake some of this space, grab if anyone gets too close. Very difficult fight for Team Liquid unless they find something early, or Tree can just get him a pick out of nothing. It's a little bit treacherous for Hawk to cross in this part of the map because it's so open and the cover's so limited. So Team Liquid can at least move the payload up quite far. You can see SSG not too keen to step too far past this sort of checkpoint.
Dragon comes out, the clock in kind
TP?
from SSG, and yeah, the TP finds Vega early.
Oh.
Chronic goes down though. Tree, fantastic prediction. Rips Chronic's head off during the overclock. 4v4 now. CJ drops a Kitsune Rush, and this one isn't into a wall. So that's a great one, but unfortunately it is still an easy kite for Team Liquid. So you know what? Might as well have been into a wall, Chrissy. Fucking hopeless.
ZR7
has
killed
just
Lep.
spawn killed Lep. Oh my god. Is he gonna spawn kill Chronic too?
He's got both! Zero's got it all, 53 HP, a dash reset as well, and the rest of Team Liquid are pushing forward off the back of it. Zero wants more passive regen. Tree has killed Hawk on point, and Zero's done it all.
Actually, like, just outrageous. Superhuman performance coming out from ZR7 there. He goes into the backline, spawn kills not only Lep, but Chronic as well. These fucking nightmare players, man. Good for nothing. Alright, this is comms check.
Oh, let's look at Wu-Yang Genji first.
I know Wing, yeah.
Alright. Yeah, you'll get it. We're gonna take it slow.
They TP top, TP top.
Zarya. Figure out. Zarya one.
Main, Zarya one main.
Figure out.
I'm on Zarya. Kill Zarya.
Kill Zarya, right? Oh, man. Oh, you guys gotta kill.
Yeah, Zarya died.
Nice, good job.
Can live, just play life.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're living. They really fucking infected. That's fine.
I'm living. Care pushed.
Morning, Jordy.
Come here,
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
watching, I'm watching.
You're pushing point.
They have Stim wall soon. We should nano ram.
Cast high.
Cast one.
I'm breaking TP.
Hey, listen, I think
man.
we can fight the Sim wall. We have nano. We have Ramble.
Okay.
Yeah, we can nano. Let's nano run this fight. Okay,
I
good.
can-
Okay, good.
Dead.
Side sign main. 3, 2, 1.
3-1.
Go TP.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Someone.
Left
Similar
CJ
one.
got picked by a Hanzo on high ground, like.
Needs trades,
Hawk
Hawks.
Hawk's
Need
trying to
trades.
trade backline, but there's just no one left.
Just trigger yourself. Come point.
Where's Hawk going?
I can't kill him.
Leave him.
The symbol's up, let's touch him.
He's really wonderful. We kill
Wait,
him.
Left's dead again. Chris is dead again.
Good job.
Holy
I
fuck.
think we should just say this on defense.
Alright, so we're going into overtime. Slight time advantage for Team Liquid, all things said and done, and it feels like they're going to stick that comp. How on earth does Tree stand on high ground and just dink both supports before the fight? It's over before it starts. SSG's ult situation was quite reasonable into that, you know? There was stuff going to be thrown, but if there was just anyone left alive to follow up on that grav, they would have got a few trades and probably would have been okay.
Attacker's advantage. Yeah, no, it's a slam dunk for SSG. Really, the AA should carry them over the line. Damn, RuPaul hooning 6 eliminations now. East. Team Liquid are going to be defending on the Ramatra comp, so I think if they play the Ram comp, SSG are just going to walk out on Diva, go tap point until the Infected has to drop. I feel like this is a really awkward one, honestly. A duck on Quack Overwatch. Thanks for the tier 1. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. Lenny Sim stocks are down. Invest in Tree Hanzo. It's not a terrible shout, to be honest. If you can get a Tree Hanzo for 22 or a Lenny Sim for 25, I feel like it's a slam dunk. Team Liquid is chalked. Don't tell my boss I said that, Team Liquid, okay? Don't tell my boss I said that. You're just a humble social media manager. Don't let my biases, being the former coach of Spacestation Gaming, get back to the powers that be, okay? YN Variant, thank you very much for the tier 1. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. This is secret between you, me, and the 654 people watching, okay? Team Liquid, keep it secret, keep it safe.
Okay, looking for their first TP as they come round the corner. Going to go through Hotel. Just want to TP onto Vega, but Chase is on. Vega is in big trouble here. Tries to Guardian Wave. The hunt is there from Hawk, though. Vega's trying to get round the corner. Deflect from Zero. Vega manages to get away, but Zero dies instead. RuPaul TP's in. They're looking for trades. Tree has dropped in. Hits for Little Dink. Finds the rebound arrow as well. And Infected's trading this one pretty effectively.
Oh, Hawk's mega staggered now. Disaster. He's lost his suit. He's trying his best to get that suit back. He's trying to run down Vega, but he's staggered beyond belief. And God, that backline push, Vega getting away. I thought that was gonna be a classic Vega moment, but no, he's actually managed to slip away through the cracks. I mean, there must have been some serious shots missed there. He was in front of like 5 players for 3 seconds. Like that was really, really bad for him to get away. Now SSG, 2 fights remaining. 1 if they go for a long convoluted rotation. High ground for Tree. Feels like this comp just begging to have a Genji played into it, to be honest, but you know what, we'll be European. CJTP's on, drops the Suzy Q up top. Sugar Free's low, Chronic is low, everyone needs pocket, and it's Chris to go down, jumping through the window when he's got a pocket angle, and SSG, I mean, this is absolutely chronic for them. This is so bad. Now Hawk is staggered again, Lep in the back. Hawk, I mean, they will kill him, but look at the ult situation. Like, this is a full hold in the making.
Yeah, full hold is going to be Kitsune Rush, Annihilation to fight on point. Spacestation, they are desperate for time to get their own Kitsune Rush. Just Symbol on point. The Ray is a mile away still. Team Liquid are holding close. They want to make the touch hard. Maybe a TP flip is on the cards for SSG if they can find their way through. Backing it up now, Team Liquid, as Hawk gets the first touch. Triggers overtime, but he's just desuited. 10%. Oh, he didn't even get the touch right. Yeah, he fucks up a touch. He loses his suit for it. Honest, with TP, it should be really possible. But yeah. Okay, series is done then. They're playing for a full hold at this point. SSG, they've shit the sheets horrifically. They see a team playing fucking Hanzo and Ramatra, and they have a Freya player and they have a Genji player, and they have the best diva in North America by a factor of about 10, and they play Sim and walk around. On King's Row first point. Like if Chronic goes Freya there, what kills him? What kills him? If he goes Freya and plays back, what could possibly kill him? And then Lenny goes Genji and goes top with Hawk? Yeah, there's also just like egregious things that happen in this, you know? Like how does Vega not die in that first fight? How does
Yeah,
CJ end up getting traded in that situation as well, you know? Like, right at the start.
Like the second top, like in the window as well. Like CJ's just pocketing and he just walks up and just gets
Exactly.
shot,
You know, like, there's, like,
across
two
the window,
situations there where, like...
Can't happen.
Like, you're right, but also... both could have worked without those mistakes quite easily, you know? Like, if they just kill Vega there, we'll just be like... all of this would be just pointed at Vega instead, you know? Just, like, caught slacking or something. But yeah, now an improbable Fuller hold, and Hawk is going to start on the Ramatra here. We'll see if Infected goes for something different once they spot the Ram here, but if they take the Mirror, again, you'd probably give Hawk the edge in that. Sugar Free is on Reaper too, as they really want to commit to this frontline fight, but Tree is going to be on this hand zone. This time, Chronic, though, is on the Freya, so a bit more of an even matchup at this range, but you can see Tree, he's going to do the same thing as last time. He's going to keep dropping Sonics into this window. He's going to keep spamming stuff there as well. Chronic's going to have to move to a more passive angle now, and with only a tick, Team Liquid are going to start touching the point.
Yeah, I mean, when he's on Reaper versus Hans again, you know, DP's top.
Look at
He's trying to mark out Boston. He's trying to sneak in behind him. Arrow splashes. Chronic already halfway to a bowler shot. Deadly on this character when he chooses to lock it. Vega TP'd on by Lenny. He drops the Dire. Triggers immediately, but no kill converted. And now Hawk has to drop down to match Infected on the point. So Hawk's given up the power position. Boston's in quite deep, actually. They might be able to just catch him. His form time has been invested. Lenny's got no Wraith.
Zera
Chronic's
is
dead
at the
to a
back.
deflect from ZR7. Touch is necessary, but Hawk's just being absolutely pumped from all sides. And Team Liquid,
That's just it.
they play the angle game. They play a hit scan plus a Genji. They take all the space. Done.
Yeah, Zero again gets into the back, gets that kill, and gets out in that 1v2 situation as well. Provides the perfect opening, and by then, they just have all control of the high ground, all the angles, and... yeah. Oh, was there a timeout? I can do it.
I don't think so, Sammy. Jesus. What? Hashtag leaking liquid from Team Liquid. We'll pin that one. We'll pin that one. 2-0 up in the series. Oh, there's just no passion on SSG. Yeah, I mean, Chris is just a 9-5 coach, unfortunately, and he just saw what Alcad were doing and was like, yeah, we'll take that.
Look at Vega damage. Was he farming it? Oh, it's not quite loaded in yet.
Can I watch this video? Maybe later.
Vega, 11k damage. Yeah, not the first time we've seen a Wu Yang top damage for their team as well. 10.5 for Vega.
We're not forgetting that you put Lenny on there. The crazy thing is, I forgot Copper. So like, why am I listening to Fonk on broadcast? This is just the sound pack that they've got. You get what you get. Alright, Team Liquid, out of respect for the roster, can you roll one up with us?
Oh, Sugar Free got 2 points. Fuck.
Ha! Chris is killing your fantasy. Genuinely, he's killing your fantasy with this sim shit.
Well, because the idea was for, you know what I mean? Even if Team Liquid won today, that Sugar Free would score well. Like he's meant to be the safe option, right? Just scores no matter what.
You're getting Zomba points from Lenny.
Yeah.
Courtesy of Chris.
It's actually
Tryson, thanks for the tier 1. Welcome to the Paris.
Honestly, you know what? It would have been insane if I did my original version and I had Kevster and Sugar Free. I would have got 8 points almost. Like I 8 from Kevster and then I've got 6 from Sugar Free so far. Could you imagine that? Like just egregious amounts of return on investment.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know I'm bound. It would have been. Oh my god. 50. Yeah, half my budget for 15 points. Cheers. Zomba did okay earlier, but could have been better. I think Landon did really fine, if I remember right. I think Landon and Kellex both scored pretty well.
The D Shower, thanks for the tier 1. Welcome back. Thanks for the 2 months. Appreciate that.
So far, Frothy Philly has scored the most. For me, it's Jova. Therefore, the scores will be in yet. Obviously, I will be getting good points off Vega, so that's like, you know, that helps. That helps. Oh, thank you, Mimesis 82. Thank you for the 6 month. Team Peps. I mean, it was a Peps sweep today. Yeah, I think Checker scored well again. Ooh, where are we going? What map is it?
Papa says, "What's for dinner, Max?" I ordered kebabs like 12 hours ago. Maybe what time was it? Yeah, about 12 hours ago. I had one. And one's in the fridge. So a leftover chicken kebab from the fridge is for dinner. Lunch was a bowl of slop, oats, yogurt, berries. That's the aftermath. But yeah, no, not 6 or 7 hours ago. Fucking yeah. We'll have to see whether it's good cold. Oh, Felix, nice, mate. There we go. Now we're cooking. Why won't you boost us, Anto? Because I'm biased towards SSG, Team Liquid. That's if SSG was playing in the race, I'd be dropping the exclamation mark boost. Hummer. But yeah, I can't shrug off my biases, unfortunately.
Where is Jamal? Jamal's not the problem. Or the lack of Jamal is not the problem here.
We need Jamal so fucking bad.
Yeah,
if Jamal's in the lineup, then maybe Lenny isn't on sim. Looks like we've actually wisened up, and now Spacestation are ditching the sim for, yeah, something a little bit better. Ball ban on Rialto feels absolutely outrageous. Though,
Unnecessary, yeah.
Like, just wanted to say I love your title, Hunter. I appreciate that, UV. Unfortunately, it's kind of like, it's smeared by like the second half, you know, the contractual requirements, but like, I try my best. Yeah, I feel like the ball ban here is ridiculous. I've heard this ain't the greatest ball map, and now they're just gonna lose to something else. Like, they're just gonna lose to like a flashpoint pick down the line, no? Like,
yeah, the Suravasa is gonna be like the big question mark of like, how do they solve that one when they get there? But I mean, it's still like a reasonable setup on this one, like Kiri, Lucio, Diva. It is Sim Cass again here, but the Ana Wu Yang should in theory be a fairly accessible backline. They're just going to try and clear Infected first. Tree is still going to be lobbing these arrows down there though. Sonic out as well. TP aggressively, and Tree is in big trouble. Hawk will finish off that kill. Now Vega is separated behind as well. Hawk is all over that. They've lost CJ, but they've traded him immediately. Infected's taken a lot of damage, jumps out to the Mega, but it's not enough healing to get through that. And SSG have carved this one open immediately. Vega's even going to die a little bit late.
okay. That is going to be one fight for SSG, an easy cleanup, and I think for Liquid, it's actually really difficult. Once again, I thought King's Row was a slam dunk in all honesty, so, you know, can't write him off yet. The Sugar Sim can always let us down, but again, I think it's really hard to play the Winston here. You can see Team Liquid, they're actually going for a full flank. Massive wrap, Trees behind, so is Vega. Huge flank. In main though, Infected, just destroyed. So, yeah, gonna need more than that. No point touch even, and Team Liquid not even stopping the car really here.
Yeah, you saw the idea Infected was meant to anchor point. Vega does get a trade. But yeah, the Infected was meant to anchor point, but it's so hard to anchor point. The Sim, the Cass, the Diva, it's just so much damage into Infected. He's constantly just having to play on the back foot, bubble, early back jump, everything like this. And that's going to be a very quick first point as well. RuPaul will have the Nano for this next turn, but look at the support ops from SSG. They've got everything they could possibly want to deal with this Nano.
Yeah, now left up on the high ground, he's poking away. RuPaul drops the Nano Boost immediately onto Infected, jump up onto the high ground, and so much damage coming out, but the counter beat...
Chronic doesn't get it.
Quite good from left. Chronic doesn't get it. Chronic goes down. Now it's 44. Pulse comes out. Catches Sugar Free. RuPaul's traded. Brinner 3v3. But left falls over. So now it's a 2v3 and Liquid, they've held on. They've still got Infected alive with a Primal if things get particularly dicey, but they won't. Zero immediately as his recall falls by Hawk, who just comes floating over the wall. And
yeah, Hawk wants to fight.
Yeah, Hawk never wants to let it go.
Yeah, don't lose your mech, mate. But yeah, Hawk's actually keeping them in check for now. It's going to be 4 ults coming back for SSG. Starts to flip underneath if they want as well. a dive underneath. Symbol to walk forward. Tidal Blast is out. Looking for it, though, but doesn't find anything. Vega's going to die on that attempt as well. Now Kitsune Rush to keep going. Recall, but immediately Chronic takes his head off now. Infected is trying to run. Has the Primal, won't get a chance to use it. But if I get a play for a recontest, but it's going to be really ropey.
Yeah, it's a really tough recontest here. Primal Rage has to come absolutely dominant from Infected, but I mean, Chronic's got the High Noon. ZR7 gets the first tap, High Noon comes out, Infected now hiding behind the cart, TP behind as well, Bubble Force, but Chronic, whoa, TP's right away from that one, gets slept up, but Boston, I mean, maybe this is proof that White Boys actually can't jump after all. Boston gets his first melee in as he's about to die with the Primal Rage. Bomb out from Hawk just to seal the deal, but this is an easy 7-point count.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like King's Row, right? Just clear attack plans, just cutting through them now. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Infected hitting a bit of a swap here. Yeah, onto Ramatra. Maybe Rupal will swap, but actually so close to the Nano, he'll keep that as it's a crucial ult for him. Infected's actually gone Zarya, so guess we're throwing everything into Tree here. Nano ready soon, Blade ready soon. He'll be getting a lot of these bubbles too as well. But as we get to this final part of the map, it should be very good for SSG's comp. And anytime you go Zarya against Hawk, you're just going to invite him to mirror.
Yeah, I mean, apparently at the moment he's got no interest in mirroring. He's just going to stick the D before the moment, keep on stepping forward. We're going to have to see whether or not Boston's got what it takes to get above 30 energy and then get some value. Nano Boost comes out onto Tree though. He goes for the Nano Blade in the end, dashes on, finds a massive zero,
deflect.
but with the deflect, somebody delivers him a dash reset, and that's going to be a wipe for SSG. Was so close to being a pixel perfect kite, but somebody just had to shoot that fucking deflect and give him a dash reset.
I mean, it's
Painful.
still a great
Who
situation,
shot?
right?
Yeah. Someone needs to be shot, UV. Like...
2 ults for nothing, and now SSG coming up to a 4-bank here. Really tough one. Team Liquid have to play a pretty chaotic fight, actually. You can see Zera's behind already. They just need trades here, Team Liquid. Lep's going to go force for recall out of Zera as well. So great start to this one. Chronic comes around main. All the ults to work with as SSG trying to get on point. They've just TP'd to flip the map as well. The supports are on the run. Vega's in big trouble, hiding in a corner. They're all going through. Hawk's going to kill RuPaul. The payload's moving away. Who's going to touch? Infected is trying to come back, but they're hunting him down. The beat comes out. Hawk doesn't get it, but he doesn't even need it. Tree blinks on. High Noon. And SSG, just with authority, are going to full cap Rialto.
Dominant cap here for SSG, but you know what? We felt the same way about what we were witnessing on King's Row. We've quite literally played these games before. We've been an SSG 2-minute plus full cap less than 25 minutes ago. So let's not count our chickens before they've hatched, because Team Liquid, they might just pull out the Boston round one more time, you know?
Maybe the solution. Maybe the solution is the sim attacks. They've actually got it nailed. You know, no problem at all. Or maybe if they just play a more standard, you know, Kiri Wu Yang type thing. Kiri Wu Yang, just Tracer Diva. They'll just have enough in the defense.
UV said, can we buff Anna? Last time I did like a big long patch notes reaction when I had a big view count, Blizz Winter just tuned in and started answering people's questions about the balancing. So wait until I have like an unwarranted high view count. I'll pull up a patch notes and see if I can summon a Blizzard dev for you to make that request again. Because yeah, they seem drawn to patch notes reactions for whatever reason. So there's a chance we can summon Blizz Winter.
Alright, and it does actually look more standard from SSG. Just Kiri, Wu Yang, Diva, Tracer, Freya. All pretty standard here. Team Liquid, at least now, eyeing up just playing more of a Winston, Kiri, Lucio as well. Vector's life will be a little bit easier into this, but again, the Diva, Freya can still bully him around a lot. It's going to be Genji Echo at least out of spawn for Team Liquid as they get a view on what SSG are playing, but Tree's immediately back, potentially just onto the Hanzo here. Yeah, we'll be going over to the Hanzo. Oh. Had a second thought, but sticks with the Hanzo in the end, and they'll come up to his first corner.
Straight over to, you know, something where, again, I feel Boston's probably going to struggle very, very heavily. Great point for Freya. Freya can play up on all of the high grounds, play long angles, and just constantly give trouble to Boston. Winston always a bit awkward here, and going up against Diva, Double Flex, and the Freya, it's just nightmare difficulty for Boston. Difficulty multiplier just went down a little bit though, as Tree snipes Chronic out of the sky, Hawk loses his suit off payload, and Tree has just gone and done it all himself. Oh my god, he's good for another one. I should have picked him up this week. What is Zonda doing on my roster? Could have had this guy.
Could have just just had Tree, couldn't I? Could have just had Tree.
TR7. People have been calling him this. People have been saying this.
Now Tree's going to take this early angle on the left as well. Look for more of this. He's about to have the Dragon, trying to respond a little bit here. Chronic over onto the Cass as they're going to get themselves onto point and keep this one contested as long as possible. But a difficult fight at this range. They force Tree back for now, but they can anchor the point. Kitsune rushes are matched as well. Vega does actually have a beat advantage, but both beats are really far away, so maybe not too consequential just yet.
Right now, Tree has a pretty basic angle, just sitting in main. But Chronic constantly has to swing into it. Kitsune Rush comes out. Hawk needs pocket. He loses suit, doesn't have bomb. And now, I mean, what can SSG even do? They need to break Infected's bubble. The Dragon comes out. It's just going to be all she wrote. Overwhelming advantage for Liquid. They get too much damage onto Hawk early on. Not enough point tap, and they just win in the rush turn. Monkey Bubble's so powerful in that.
Yeah, all a little bit too easy in the end, and that's a quick first point for Team Liquid as well. They can go set up forward here, and during all of that, you can see Vega's beat advantage has actually got even bigger. Gonna have a significant one. Primal ready to go as well. SSG with no great ults to deal with this. Like, High Noon can be reasonable just to keep a Primal at bay, but for the beat, it's gonna be very difficult. No TP shenanigans to help Chronic get more value out of this High Noon either. So SSG just gonna post up on the corner, try and keep him at bay, build up their own ults as much as possible.
Just poking away for the moment. He has a really good angle. He's already forced the TP out of CJ as a result of his position left. Falls off the wall.
CJ?
Oh, don't tell me the SSG backline have just died to nothing now. Primal's out for Infected. He's pushing in. He starts juggling Sugar Free. Sugar Free's going to go down. 2-man advantage for Team Liquid. They only have to use the Primal for it. Spacestation, they've lost that close hold up. He's
going to bomb.
Corner. Oh, he bombs. He tries to. They find the kill.
Let's
they find the kill on
trade.
Infected.
Yeah, it's a decent trade actually.
I mean,
yeah, it costs bomb, but the trade still helps. They can come back out here. They'll have beats very soon to match Vegas as well. They've got a High Noon. So we need to worry about Let's Blade. Team Liquid have the opportunity to try and force Let's Blade first and then get a later beat if they want.
I mean, Hawk's got it held down at the point. Infected is still on the way back. Beat push comes through, though. Lep needs that beat yesterday. Still doesn't have it. Triple slash onto Chronic. Lep and CJ go down in one fell swoop. And it's actually King's Row all over again, Xavier. Not again.
What happens when both teams are trying to use attacker's advantage? Hawk's going to get staggered out again as the cap goes through. 4.5 minutes here, so still an opportunity for a faster time bank. Lep now has the beat to match the Kitsune Rush from RuPaul. There's a Dragon from Tree, a High Noon from Chronic, which will be a bit less consequential. The Team Liquid looking dominant on this version of the matchup. Early arrows from Tree, just fishing for something. Always feels so dangerous after a couple of those early ones connect. They're going to go aggressively here. Kitsune Rush out, Lep with the beat going forward. Doesn't catch Chronic though. Chronic's been left behind. He's in big trouble here. He will fall. Hawk's still looking for a trade. Sugar Free hits the stick as well. SSG will regroup a little bit mid-fight. Look for their next target. They spot Vega right in front of him. Go in for that kill as Hawk will be forced away from points. This payload's still rolling away from them. They're trying to break bubble. Hawk's trying to save mech. CJ needs 12%. Let's 10% for this Kitsune Rush. They need it like right now. There's Chronic touching on Reaper actually, and CJ dies as he gets the Kitsune Rush. Infected is 1 HP. Hawk gets the trade actually. They're going to fall as well. RuPaul's still trying to walk forward. Hawk gets demech now. And this is going to eat up some time for Team Liquid. Buy time for these respawns, but Chronic and Lep, they have to hold on for so long.
Rush comes out. Suzu in kind. Chronic pushes deeper. Will just have to stand on card doing nothing. Hawk's going to be back in spawn. They get the free kite done. Now Liquid, they play slow for just a little while longer. They're going to have Primal Blade and beat an insurmountable stack of ultimates. SSG, they've got to play for trades. They've got to do something here. They can't just counter dive and let them charge up ults.
Yeah, they're going
TP
first.
on for Chronic. They're going deep. RuPaul, Suzu out already. Force the Suzu.
Just a turn,
Wraith out in kind. Maybe another TP, another turn. Now we're 90% for all three of Team Liquid's ultimates. So it's a really scary scene here.
Yeah, they need to go now, if anything, if they have the cooldowns for it. Another TP in from Chronic is going to be forced out. Now an opportunity to maybe push. Vega's looking to go through here. Will get the beat off, catches all 5 members. Now they need kills. CJ is going to TP away. Lep's got hunted down. Both the hunters on from Vega. Blade over the top from Zero. Deals with all of them. Hawk is going to get D-Mex. He has the bomb. Takes a few slices. All 3. Can't get back into mech. Sugar Free is touching the point, but it's all for naught. And they have the faster time bank, at least. But we're going to another round again.
Yeah. Bryce Sarnia, thank you very much for the 5 months. Question is, when will you become the Liquid coach and really turn this team around? I think the only thing that I could really contribute to Team Liquid is teaching Casares how to open his fucking mouth and talk some shit instead of giving the most limp-dicked rubbish that we've ever seen on the main broadcast. But we'll get around to that later. Maybe I'll do that personally, like in my own time. They might not even need to pay for that, to be honest. It's just so embarrassing hearing the Dutch flame that I think I need to help him with that. And then Lottie, thank you for the $1 with the exact same question with the exact same answer. Thank you.
For Baggeter, I went to bed during Korea. Has there been any good series? Nope. Go back to bed. Wake up for Korea in the morning. I mean, there's still a chance, right? SSG, quite literal, time bank advantage. And we saw their attack was so good. So if they're going to defend first again, same comp this time, it's going to be the Freya. Honestly, they didn't really get too much of a first point initially because it was just a tree pick from across the map that opened the door. But they need something more. SSG, they burnt the ball ban here. They can't afford to let this one slip through. They're also 2 maps down, which means they really can't afford to let this one slip through. Oh, he's deafened. All right. Oh, I'm buffering. I need Max to take over. We need to do a sync check. Gonna come out of spawn now. Tree taking the first shot as we go through a little bit of lag, but I think we're okay. Tree now just trying to poke his way in. Obviously, these ones all feel so dangerous. Let me give you some numbers, Max, because I paused for a little bit. 39, 38, 37, 36.
Just works, because I buffered while you were paused, so it actually worked perfectly.
Oh, well,
maybe
yeah,
you
like,
buffered as well. Maybe they're in sync.
It was in sync.
It's a prod issue. It's a Trevor! Which actually works fine for both of us. Tree up on the high ground, poking away. Chronic trying to play far back and play this same position that he was angling for on first without getting logged by Tree. This is actually really difficult for Team Liquid, provided Chronic doesn't get pre-fighted.
Yeah, Liquid, it's really hard to take this trade because Hawk can just step out of bubble, break the bubble and go. Infected's going to jump onto Sugar Free here, but Lep can poke most of that out. Infected's really trying to chase him here, but Infected a little bit committed, goes for the back jump, looking for a boot off there. Infected's on the floor, but Tree has done it again. He's come round the corner and killed Chronic. He's got a Tracer behind him now, but the Sonic there to help protect himself. Recall has been forced out, and now the rest of Team Liquid can swing, but Hawk is keeping this contested. They need to try and take down Tree in all of this, but he's getting full pocket. Zero's going to dash onto Lep, finishes that one off, and Tree and Zero are just doing it all.
Tree and Zero. Clean house. You can see CJ goes down so late that the final tap is going to be really, really awkward now for SSG. CJ's not going to be able to block it early on. He will be able to TP up, but they're not even doing it. They're not even touching.
Wait, Sugar Free touches.
Wait, they are?
Hawk? Hawk doesn't get a touch. He goes...
touch.
Aye. Kitsune rush out from RuPaul to take this fight. Dragon available from Tree, looking for Chronic again. They're going to try and kite it, but Hawk's not going to get out. He's going to get D-Max. It is bad to worse for SSG. Indecision there about whether they wanted to mirror or kite, and it's too long of a kite for Hawk. They're going to kill him out of respect, but they're looking for all the kills. The Dragon comes through. It takes Lep through the wall. They're looking for more now. Chronic desperate for a trade, desperate for anything. But Team Liquid, they're just going to do it again on the attack.
Okay, that's Team Liquid once again doing it. We're angling for a 3-0 here, unfortunately. And Spacestation Gaming getting a massive attacking time bank. This doesn't mean a damn thing, because nothing ever changes, nothing ever happens. Team Liquid taking it with ease. Boston jumps deep, rips the Primal Rage comically early, instantly forced to back jump. White boys can't jump, not in this series. Tree up on high ground, Sugar Free tries to contest him, rushes out on the cart now for CJ. Zero's in trouble, but the beat comes down. Lep is 80% on his beat, he's gonna die again. Lep and Chronic go down, but Team Liquid C9. So there's a slim chance for
There's a
SSG.
saving grace, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Jackson there, or was that a beat? Was that a beat blade?
No, they beat in, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Initiating match.
Yeah, because that could have gone really bad. Because, yeah, Lep was still too far away from the beat, so he had to rely on the Kitsune rush to get him through all of it. And Zero was blading as well in the back, and it was all looking very rough and very scary. It's now still quite possible. Remember, we saw on King's Row, we've seen on Rialto, the SSG Sim strat on attack has been very effective. There's still a chance from here, but the task is certainly harder than it once seemed.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a slam dunk when you see SSG full count with 2.5 minutes, and then suddenly it seems like a real uphill battle when they need to get halfway through the second point with that 2.5 minutes. Lucia Kiri, Diva, Tracer Freya. High skill comp for SSG. They're not going to stick the sim. I thought the sim on attack, really worked out for them, but yeah, maybe Lenny just wants to stick to his guns.
Yeah, I mean, in reality, as much as it's sort of a difference between attack and defense, it's also been a difference between comp matchups on this as well. I mean, I thought it would work out as a little bit of a better matchup just on the defense, because the sim's a bit easier on attack because there's more clear things to do a lot of the time. But no, they're just going to take it. Sugarfree's going to go back to swap onto Farah actually here. So they're going to try and overload through the air. Going to be hard for Infected to obviously mark that out consistently. Again, Tree is not going to be really, in theory, that consistent a threat to keep these at bay. But we've seen Tree hit plenty of shots already. So don't count him out yet.
Bedtime Theory about to hit like a truck. I mean, look, total waifu. Bedtime Theory hasn't hit right now. It probably isn't going to at all. The series is basically over. Already a 2-0 lead for Team Liquid. And Lenny's on Farah for all the marbles now. So, we'll have to see if that can pay off. He hasn't hit a single rocket yet. He's 12% on the barrage and Chronic's already 40%. Suzu's out for RuPaul though. A couple of bolts laying in the back line. But SSG, they're just waiting for Lenny to come online. And currently he is fumbling every single point of damage. Minute 40 on the clock. Push in for Sugarfree, but again, he actually gets a direct on ZR7 as he dashes back, but Sugarfree's really getting no value right now on the fire.
Yeah, trying to spam his way in now. Suzu has been forced. Aggressive swing from Sugarfree, but he needs some pocket. They jump after him here, but Hawk is on the backline, actually. Hawk has killed RuPaul. Chronic's lived through all of it as well. Now 1 HP. Baker gets a single trade, but a big advantage coming through now. And Sugarfree looking to set up early, hit some of this spam. They do have... they have for Bowler a little bit sooner. Tree's going to come back on Tracer, so Liquid seem keen to recontest.
Yeah, Liquid want to recontest this one, and unlike SSG, I'm imagining that they're actually going to get more than one body on the card to do so. You can see 3 meters remain, but only a minute on the clock now. Huge ult bank for SSG. Hawk's in very deep. He's trying to one-bop Infected inside the room. Forces Infected back, but the touch is still good. Conk back, not going to get the job done. ZR7 is in there. Now Hawk pops the bomb. CJ draw. Oh my god, you're bouldering 2? Fucking hold on to 1. Now you can see SSG, they've got the one-man advantage, but they still haven't cleaned up any of these kills. Beaten for Vega, actually. Lep still doesn't have it. CJ has to TP backwards. CJ's in a spot of bother. Has the Suzu still. Barrage out for Lenny. It gets 1. He finds Vega. You can see Zero in the flank. Infectors pop the Primal too. Lenny just needs something to shoot at now, and they should be able to clean this up. I was thinking that 20 seconds ago, though, so not out the woods yet. If Lep can hold on to the beat, it would be game winning. No, he's got it.
Oh, I'm lagging. Yeah,
no,
it's
team
the
effort, team effort. We're probably still in sync then. Yep.
Okay.
Boost the clean feed, everybody. Cap goes through for SSG. Lagging again. Yeah, no, it's all right. We're in sync. We're in sync. We're not missing a damn thing because, yep, there we go. 8, 7, 6, just checking. 5.
Oh, I'm lagging again.
Paused at 5.5. Like,
yeah, 5.5 and then it's gone all blurry. Yeah, unpaused out. It's beautiful.
And now we're in overtime. Yeah.
What presence of mind by Lep, hey? So holds on to that beat, doesn't get confused, doesn't get like lost in the confusion. We're having real clean feed problems. Not now, Trevor. Come on. This doesn't happen to Tarek. It's a beat push coming out from Lep. Blade in response from Zero, trying to cut Sugarfree out of the sky. Does get boot back. One more slash goes all the way. Just find the kill. Infected's been demech during all of this as well. Chronic kills Vega. No supports now. Desperate for a trader, Team Liquid. They just need to keep everyone alive. I think Chronic's okay. Zero finds a trade. Of course he does. Zero's going for more. Little bop in the face. And now they are pushing for it, but there is one more fight. No ults for Team Liquid. Bowler, Barrage, Self-Destruct, nearly a Kitsune Rush. SSG have all the tools.
still on respawn, dude. They're going without him. They have to fight without him. Zero's still on respawn as well. Bomb, Bowler available, but no. CJ, 4v4 on the cart. Drops the amp already. Thanks for the 100 biddies, Wise Opossum. Chronic has the Bowler shot now. I think they might be taxiing CJ. I think he's back in the mix now. It's a 5v5 for the final turn. No ultimates for Liquid, but we need to win before Vega or before RuPaul gets this Kitsune Rush online. CJ drops the rush on cart. They're trying to bully Team Liquid back, but RuPaul, now he has the later tempo. Bowler shot comes out. Suzu doesn't save Vega. 1 for 0 trade right now. Barrage comes out for Lenny. Lep and Sugarfree go down, but Boston has lost suit. It's now a 3v3, but Hawk is on cart. He has a bomb. He has his suit. He drops it on cart. Chronic finds Infected, and they are going to take this 3v1. Tree versus the world. Tree loses that one. Vega will rides back in for one more fantasy fucking death.
Oh, damn it, Vega.
And that is going to be SSG clutching this out 5-4. Series hands.
Oh. Ooh. It's not over yet. Bedtime Theory proven right again. Good clutch. Good. That was not a difficult overtime to. That was not a simple overtime for SSG to win there at all. Especially, you know, a bit nervous about them not using Masim. They were so effective on there. But really well managed. Great presence of mind from Lep with that beat. That helped snowball the ult advantage as well. And whew, okay. I'm going to grab a drink quick.
What is bedtime theory? It's when you want to go to bed, so you just hope that the series will end. But that doesn't apply to me, obviously, because I'm getting the host from OWCS after this. So there's no bed in my future, as the man who does the reruns was shot dead in the streets ages ago. So yeah, now I just have to stream. So there's probably another 12 hours left on this stream, ish. No bed, only play. Yeah, we'll get there. Out of respect, we'll watch Block and my Rari XD, I think. If we can find her. 60 seconds on the marbles race if you want to play with your marbles. Yeah, you are. Coach me after the games. Oh god, Lottie. I was just gonna fucking... What's that? Is that a cent? I mean, it seems like they're on track for it, Wise Opossum. It feels like SSG has burned all of their best picks, and, you know, Team Liquid would have had the first pick, right, Ilios? Reasonable. But, like, SSG losing their King's Row after capping with over 2 minutes, it's sort of series losing, right? Because now they have to win, like, a Flashpoint map where Boston can just play ball. So, like, you'd have to imagine that we're going to go to a Flashpoint now, like a... I think Atlas is actually out of the pool, so it's just Suravasa maybe, because I think they removed Atlas because there's a fucking hole in the ground. But yeah, I think we'll just wind up on, you know, Flashpoint or push, tank ban. Oh, New Queen Street is in. Is that a substitute, or has that been in the pool the whole time? Did they just go minus... Oh no, that's a push map, so it would have been in the whole time. I have brain damage. Suravasa is just the only map in the pool. You can kind of see it behind my head, right?
I'm back.
Yeah, we're going to New Queen Street, so we're going to the best ball map, and yeah.
And then Suravasa after this as well. Yeah. Don't even have to protect tank here. They might target Hawk nonetheless, actually, to be fair. Suravasa's force, so no reason to pick it. I mean, they get both choices anyway, right? So need Hawk on Hog. Need some form of saving grace. Have we seen any Hog today? No. Because Crocs hasn't played. We did see it in Korean this morning, but... It's going to be a cast ban, actually. So, another way to enable the ball. Obviously, option for Chronix to go Sombra or something instead, but... I'm trying to remember. It wasn't a Queen Street before. Was it against Nightmare, I think, where Chronic played it? And it wasn't really the greatest Sombra map from Chronic then. It's going to be a Ram ban in response, which implies that they probably want to play Zarya here, maybe SSG?
Did GK play today? Yeah, they 3-0'd Nightmare. Ultraviolet and Dr. Suleiman. Side by side.
The big two.
Big two. Yep. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7,
Yeah.
6, 5. Yep.
Yep.
Why so Possum? You think Hog will be played today? I see Hawk on Zarya. I'm not seeing any Hog.
It's starting to not look that hopeful. Alright, so the cast ban's actually going to be pretty impactful here because without it, Chronic's going to play Sojourn instead. Looks like Tree wants to try the legs as well. Obviously, if there's a map you can get away with Soldier, it is this map. Infected will be on the ball. No surprises there. And I imagine Tree might just roll out to this left-hand side when he gets in this juncture. It's RuPaul and Zero going through main, Vega and Tree going top. Actually, Infected posted up already, setting up for his first engage. He's right at the choke. He's got vision on the Zarya now. They know the comp in play. For Liquid, it's all about angles and going on Infected's timing. You can see SSG, they're trying to bait one of those engages first. Bubble out, denies a little bit of that charge. Hawk's going to walk and take quite a lot of space. Is Infected just dead?
Pride. Bizarre. Very bizarre pre-fight pick onto Boston there. Not sure how the young
No
man has managed that
flashbang,
one.
no nothing, just dead.
No flashbang, no CC, no hack, just fucking raw dogged it instantly. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's a Gaga for sure. I love seeing Ultraviolet type in the chat, so it's a good addition. Alright, now Space Station. Getting a lot of car push off the back of this, 17 meters on the board so far. Infector's already back into the mix, so good thing about your ball feeding is that he can come back and do it again real quick. Like Hawk getting drilled up in main, but Chronic rips off CR7's head. Space Station Gaming right back into this one.
Yeah, just a couple of free picks for a free meterage as well. Hawk's going to walk forward, try and clear a little bit more space. Obviously, Zero's going to be back relatively quickly as well, so they can contest before the checkpoint. But been just a real nothing burger of a start from Team Liquid. Threatening the checkpoint already, and now they're going to have to force the engage. You can see Chronic, full rail in hand, looking to try and take this side fight. Tags RuPaul, forces that out. You can see Lep and Sugarfree all moving over, and Lep's going to get the kill off the back of that as well. Great aggression on the flank. Infected tries to come and help, but Hawks just force it through to the checkpoint in the meantime. And Liquid are in trouble.
I mean, Liquid are getting absolutely plowed here on New Queen Street. This is their pick. Boston's back over to the Winston now, abandons the ball before even getting the minefield online, which is just going to further solidify Space Station's snowball. Kitsune Rush is available for the cart fight, but if Boston jumps and there's a Kitsune Rush to match, Boston could be in big trouble. Pulse comes out from Lenny. He misses the tank stick. He tried for it though, rest assured.
Chasing.
Kitsune Rush in main from CJ is so deep. They're chasing after Boston, but Chronic's been traded out in the back. They're trying to flip the cart, they're trying to steal it away here. I mean, they are getting meters for it, but no kills, so this is going to be a short-lived victory for them unless they can find a pick fast.
Quicker beat for Lep though, but RuPaul does have that Kitsune Rush. TP onto the high ground. Bit of pressure here. CJ taking the duel. Has to TP back to Hawk now. Beat comes out from Lep to turn that one out. Single ult straight for single ult. Bubble's going to do a lot. Pulse bomb over the top from Zero. Doesn't miss the tank stick. And that will be SSG reset. You can see they're already high-tailing it out of there. No late kills, I don't think, for Liquid. But the release back in, but 88 meters down already.
Yeah, that's a lot of meters to concede in under 3 minutes. It's
Yeah.
really tough. But Boston is still a million miles away from this this Primal Rage. So I do think, you know, Hawk has an opportunity if the bubble pops to throw down a grab and just solo grab Boston. You can see they're trying to take the high ground right now. They want to get a good long angle for Chronic. Visor comes out. It feels like an easy kite, no? Oh my
Apparently
god,
not.
Sugarfree gets caught out.
Not at all.
No kite. Lep dead, Lenny dead.
Chronic's
Going to die as well. And Space Station, they try to cheat the economy, but all they've done is cheat themselves. Hawk's trying to play life now. He's going to go down even later. And Card is pushing the whole while. It's going to be a checkpoint fight now.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen on Kings Row, we've seen on Rialto, and these teams are much better going forward than they are defending, and it seems to be true on New Queen Street here as well. Vega's got a beat advantage. CJ is getting relatively close to that next Kitsune Rush foe, so chance here for SSG. They can maybe start with Overclock, force this beat out, and then Hawk can grab anyone who tries to push into them. Zero is behind right now, looking for a bit of pressure on the back line. Takes some of that attention. Clock comes out from Chronic. They're going to drop out the window. Pressure on. Beat comes out instead. Lep's going to die for that one now. Infected doesn't make the jump onto the high ground. They TP on. They're really trying to get Chronic, but it's Chronic who's pushing them back now. Another chase from Infected. Doesn't quite have the primal. They get the kills though. Hawk is on point. No chance to use the grab, and that'll be checkpoint for Team Liquid.
How can't they find the timing to use the grab in that turn? Hawk swings back in. Boston jumped backline like 3 separate times, never used the primal once. Vega TP'd, RuPaul TP'd onto that. Where are the ults for SSG? They try to kite and they miserably fail, and then the next turn they just match 1-for-1 with a beat, never layer in anything else. They need a boost right now. And somebody's got to wind up in the Brazen Bull. Blink into the backline, Chronic's Pulse, CJ, Suzu's it, Grav is out, but it's a solo grab onto Infected, Pulse onto Infected in the grab. They might be able to find the kill. They will get it done in the end. Tree is overcommitted as well, so he's going to fall. Vega's behind. Cart's being stolen away by Lenny. Hawk should be able to clean up all the kills here. TP onto the cart now. You can see RuPaul's down. Chronic's traded. But close spawns for Team Liquid.
Yeah, everyone's gonna get it, I think. RuPaul, maybe? No, RuPaul doesn't get it, but someone can taxi him back from spawn. And it's going to be Kitsune Rush, slight advantage for CJ, but RuPaul will have that one to mirror real soon. And then Lep's actually very close in his next beat as well, so another great opportunity for SSG here. They can take the Kitsune Rush trade, then beat over the top. They will be meeting on this checkpoint. Is an awkward one for Infected to try and stop. SSG slowing it down for a sec, though. Maybe gonna wait for this beat before they fully commit.
Yeah, I think they're trying to charge up the beat, make sure that Chronic gets back into the mix too. He was back spawned for quite some time. Side fight, Sugar Free, CJ and Lep. Everybody's trying to find their opening, but Chronic currently just playing safe position up on the back high ground. Jump comes in from Infected. Kitsune rushes out in response. Tree gets the Suzu, but the beat comes in as well for Lep. They are going to find Tree. They need more than just one, in all honesty, because CJ can absolutely get caught out here. You can hear he's already used the TP. Lenny's trying to hunt him down. Back jump for Infected. Tank stick, potentially? Maybe not. 5v3. Lenny's got the idea. He doesn't need it. And they should be able to clean up all this. CJ's traded.
They're hunting down, trying to get this late 0 kill as well, but Sugar Free's on the hunt. Does get it actually as well, so a good chance to come back in. Vega doesn't have the beat for the next fight. Team Liquid, Pulse Bomb and Visor. A little bit awkward ults, but they do get in the space for free due to that CJ trade. So SSG going to back it up, wrap around, starts at the corner again. They have the Visor to go with, but again, in theory, should be one of the easier kites in this ultimate.
Feels like a relatively easy one. Tree, scrapping out, pulses Vega, no Suzu. Wow, didn't even stick a tank that time. Well done, mate. Ah. Tree pops the stim pack. He's trying to run down Lenny, but Lep actually comes and hits the 2v1. Now it's a 5v3 in main. Suzu's out. Infected catches the Suzu, but they're going to chase after him. They should be able to clean up this kill as well. Any bubbles? Nah, no bubbles, unfortunately, for Lenny. So they can't finish the kill, but Space Station, they push over the 100-meter mark. There's a grab and an overclock just around the corner, and that could help them potentially full cap the map here for SSG.
Yeah, Visor out for Tree. Yeah, they're trying to kite it out now, and this time I think surely it does look good. They have to be careful pushing here because there is a Grav to turn it as well. Grav is out from Hawk, he's low. Vega with the beat, but not to save RuPaul. They're all in it as well. They still kill Hawk actually. The beat does enough. Chronic is on for run, has the overclock, but can't use it in this situation. So they won't get any more. It's a beat for Grav trade only. Sugar Free hunting for any more late kills. Lep is still there as well, looking for Vega. Zera is there to help him out of that one though. And Team Liquid, they get hold of a robot, they start sending it back, and Hawk's over to D.Va.
Yeah, Hawk making the D.Va swap now. Just not happy with the level of domination that they were accomplishing up until this point. Not sure about the swap, given Chronic has Clock and Boston has a Primal. Feels like, you know, maybe there was a little bit of an opportunity to peel for the overclocking Sojourn here. Maybe throw down a bubble to prevent the juggle from taking place. But it's a Boston juggle, so it should be fine. Boston's already committed way too early. Lep's dead to a pulse bomb, but Tree is as well, so stick for stick. Unfortunately, Lep had beat drop. Overclock now comes out from Chronic. Feels like an immediate kite. Swings up on the high ground. Headshot onto Boston, who will back jump immediately. And SSG, they're going to trade the overclock for basically a whole lot of nothing. It's not like they're getting cut push. They're just getting, you know, meters back to the center of the map.
Tags Zero and keeps him at bay. Now it's Kitsune Rush versus Kitsune Rush, but again, Lep has that beat to layer in. We've seen SSG doing this one before. Take the Kitsune Rush trade. Gonna be thrown out. It's beat first, actually, this time. Big pressure onto RuPaul, who threw out that Kitsune Rush. Just about TPs away. Low HP. Gets away with it. Now the Kitsune Rush on point, and Infected is in big trouble. That's 2 kills immediately. Team Liquid's backline. They're gonna try and live and kite out here, but Chronic never. Suzu doesn't hit, but he will be okay nonetheless. And no trades this time for SSG.
Yeah, SSG starting to do it clean. Team Liquid, they'd have to be getting worried at this point. What if there's a reverse sweep on the cards? What if we're going to buckle this huge, enormous lead? 114 meters on the clock for SSG. It's absolutely last fight. No ultimates in play for Team Liquid. They need to win a neutral fight. Hawk is absolutely in the thick of it, blocking both backliners in spawn. He's got the bomb to keep him going. Poco bomb on the cart will fail. He's just parked it. He's going to get back in suit though, and now we're at 122 meters. Tree's got no deflect on the payload. Sugar Free and Lep side fighting together. Zera has to backstep for the moment. Amp is out for Vega, trying to keep everyone healthy. He's got the beat. He Ajaxes, let's go, baby. Classic. Tree down as well. Pulse out for Sugar Free on the tank. It's a series of classics. As SSG full push the map, even up the scoreline 2-2, and threaten the reverse swing.
We have a series on our hands, Max. Oh, what a way to end
hands.
it.
Check your hands, everybody. What's on them? It's a series.
Oh my god. I mean, to be fair, no choice but to try and press for beat, you know? No choice, but fuck. It's just writes itself sometimes, doesn't it? 23 for 2, and maybe, just maybe, Sugar Free is going to save my fantasy. Vega, not so much. The problem is, as Sugar Free saves my fantasy, Vega tears apart my fantasy. It's opposing forces here.
Everyone's on light cinema nowadays, Ultraviolet. It's the new way of the light cinema.
What is that Flash and Vega one? Vega.
Vega with a target, with an alert.
Send out the sirens. Alright, let's get a fantasy score update. Sugar Free got 9 on that map. Vega with a 1.5.
Tank stick and an Ajax from Vega in the final 5 seconds of the map. Like, just beautiful. Just beautiful. Alright, let's get a long, slow roll. You still with me, Team Liquid? Today I learned Infected's name. Thanks, guys. You probably pronounce it wrong, though, Tapmaster C.
There's no way Liquid throw this? Well. Well. Alright.
Well.
Alright.
Roll one up, Liquid. Come on.
Sugar Free up to 20 points now. A map 5 win could actually make it a pretty reasonable week for Sugar Free, all things considered. Hawk up to 18.5. CJ is actually leading the score for SSG with 21. Chronic on 5.5, as is for life of a hitscan player. Lep on 7.5. Zero, the big winner for Team Liquid so far, 29.5. Vega, 28.5. 26 Infected, 24 RuPaul, 17.5 for Tree. If Liquid lose even one round of Cough, Cash should be worried about his job. Chrissy, 2025. Ooh. Preds, good shout. Choose outcome. SSG believers rewarded. Let's get a cheeky play in here as well. Prime bedtime theory? I mean, that theory's never getting disproven. Alright, let me get the Preds up for the next one. Let me just let those last scores come through. Some pretty good winners there. 100k lost on that one. Alright, map number 5. Suravasa is the only map left they can choose for Flashpoint. So get your Preds in as well. I want to go to bed. Why make this a map 5 banger? I'll see you in the morning, Red Eyes. Bright and early. Ooh. What bans have Team Liquid used? Let me get you, courtesy of OWTV.gg. Let me get you all the bans. So Team Liquid have used the Diva, the Lucio, the Widowmaker, and the Cass so far. So they could just go for a Zarya ban on Suravasa. But I mean, Hawk will just play Diva. They've used the Diva ban already. So yeah, they could Zarya ban. I mean, they did obviously make a lot of that progress on the Zarya comp a lot more. Suravasa, obviously a very strong map for Ball as well. Maybe that was some of the logic of going to New Queen Street as well, which in theory should have been a good Ball map. I mean, to be fair, Infected did swap off for Ball even on that map, right? So maybe Team Liquid have to be a little bit worried. SSG have used a lot of their good bans, right? Wu Yang has been banned, Winston, Wrecking Ball, all have been banned as well. Got to ban by Hanzo. I feel like Hanzo's just not that good on Suravasa. Are you making it to Korea tomorrow? Of course, Big Small. Tracer ban? Yeah, maybe Tracer ban, and then they can just play like Hanzo Genji, or even just like Genji Reaper or something. We think SSG might ban Genji. Ooh, any plans of adding a forum to OWTV? The HLTV runs up to some of the most disgusting dribble of all time. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, Juby's right. Forums and comments on articles and videos and everything will be coming to OWTV in the future. If you've not heard me say it already, if you're enjoying OWTV, do not worry. It is just the beginning. There's a lot more to come. We are so reverse sweeping this. Boomage imminent. People believe. Alright, where are we? Team Liquid have indeed banned the Tracer. Kiriko banned from SSG in response. Wait, what are SSG going to play then? It's not the Moira, is it? Are they going to play Wu Yang Lucio? It's not the Moira. Guys, it won't be the Moira. Guys, it won't be the Moira. Ana Lucio? No. I mean, they could play the Sim version, right? They could just play Baptiste. I mean, they're not going to do the Moira again, surely. How can I support OWTV? There's no direct way at the moment, Entropy. Just use it. Comments on the YouTube videos, use the site, everything like that. All of these type of metrics will help us.
Pirate, you can't even envision a red apple.
Oh, he's doing it, Max. Put your eyes on
the
the screen. It's an all. It's an all for marbles Moira. It's an all for marbles Moira.
And all the marbles Moira. It's map 5. It's Suravasa again.
This
and
is how
CJ,
you lose your marbles.
He's gonna give it one more whirl. Lucio Moira. Maybe CJ has learned from his previous mistakes.
No, he's
Maybe
gone Wu Yang.
learned.
He's learned. RuPaul was taken the Moira pill instead. Let's do some quick numbers. 24, 23, 22, 21, 20.
This works.
Beautiful. All right, it's going to be Pharah, Freya as well to start this one off. So it's the Moira pill for Team Liquid, Reaper, Genji as well. So their plan is to go forward aggressively on these bubble timings from Infected. Fade Forced are out of RuPaul already as they try and find it. Chronic is going to try and keep everyone at bay. CJ's maybe the prime target. Lep is caught in the sky. Little boot back. Matrix is perfect from Hawk. Keeps Lep alive for now. And now Hawk can respond. Look for a few kills of his own. Infected has been deleted. Zera is deleted. And it's feeling awfully reverse sweepable right about now.
CJ still finds a way to wind up dead at the end of it all. 2v5 and he still gets himself traded. Absolutely love to see that from Chrissy. God tier play from Hawk there. Perfect Matrix to keep Lep alive, and then an instant pivot from peeling straight into destroying the Team Liquid front line. Hero changes come through now. Boston, he's off the Winston, he's over to the ball. It's a great map for the Wrecking Ball, and there's no Sombra in play for Lenny. He might swap off the Pharah, but my coffee's coming up, and Boston's going for a slam.
RuPaul is 1 HP already, actually. The Lucio Ana, always a little bit scary for the Ana to live in these situations. RuPaul's going to have to play relatively slow. Treat onto the Freya as well, but SSG are keeping them at bay relatively easily for now. Chronic's going to pivot round onto the point. They just kill Zera before anything happens here. Now Vega is on the run. Take aim bolts on the way out, and Hawk is on the hunt. 2 kills gone. Late kills here will mean the recontest will be really scuffed as well. They'll get RuPaul definitely looking for a bit more. Take aim bolt onto Tree. Gets him as well. And it's all going SSG's way now. They've got eyes on Infected, who will be trying to set up this touch as well. And now, all of a sudden, Team Liquid have lost the first point. The swaps haven't worked out. And because they've done no swaps as well, it means they're going to be behind on a lot of this ult charge. RuPaul is going to go Baptiste. Infected is going to go to Ram.
Oh, we're leaking liquid at this point. Not another Boston.
It's everywhere.
Ramatra. It's so cooked. We're on one of the best ball maps in the game. We're versus Freya Pharah, and we can't fucking play Wrecking Wheel. Just pack it up now. Just pack it up now. This is absolutely outrageous. CJ has the Tidal Blast available too. Barrage, Boulder Shot for Chronic. What's Boston going to do? That's the Boulder Shot on Ramatra. One of these backliners is dead. Unless Zera flies into the sky and one-taps Chronic out of there, this Boulder Shot is going to find value. There's just no counter with what Team Liquid are running right now. They can step up to the point, but already they're just balled up top. They start rotating. First tap comes through
Blast.
for SSG.
Barrage.
Barrage comes out onto RuPaul with the tidal blast. Lep is traded. 1 for 1, but 2 ults were spent there by
Slow's
SSG.
good. CJ's
CJ's
dead.
traded. I'm crying. This fucking backline, dude. 2 ults for 0. SSG's backline falls over to nothing to a ram on a point where there's a high ground.
Yeah, I mean, the kills just sort of come to Infected Fair. I don't think he was doing anything particularly special or innovative. He was just standing on point, so it didn't flip, and then everything is just presented to him. He gets those 2 kills, and that's a big missed opportunity for SSG, and that ult snowball they had from not having to swap their comp evaporated. They're going to have the beat soon, but Vega's got one to match. Zera's going to have the blade, and RuPaul's getting really close in his first window too.
Oh my god, no way. Okay,
All
maybe he's
hands.
even going to stick it out on the far right. I just can't believe it. I mean, I'm just ready for a left Ajax to fucking finally bring it home. Tree gets poked out early by Chronic, has to backstep a little
mad.
bit, speed amp through main. Lep nearly has the beat drop, goes for the fast rotation. They try to catch out Zera. Oh my god. Lep drops the beat, doesn't catch CJ though. CJ's got to be careful. ZR7 rips the blade. He's slicing and dicing. He still has a dash in the pocket if he wants to commit, but he doesn't. He's actually going to backdash as Hawk drops the bomb. Space Station have now spent all 5 of their ultimates. Rupert's got a window. He can swing with that at any given moment. Sugar Free up on the high.
What's his window? Yeah, I don't think that was the angle he wanted in the end. He can still try and fight outside. He's going to push Chronic with it instead. Chronic is low. RuPaul can deal with that one. Everyone's managed to stay alive on point as well. In fact, Infected's even won that duel on point doing that. So the window does work out in the end, and they will get a quick response Liquid, tying us up 1-1.
And like I was saying earlier, the Boston Ramatra, just a hardcore win condition. No surprises whatsoever here, as SSG actually have completely fallen over to this swap from Liquid. RuPaul on the Baptiste. He can drill Chronic and Sugar Free both out of the sky. Mostly Lenny, to be fair. I think Chronic usually plays a little further away. Chronic did get caught face to face with the Baptiste though and go down. But I mean, Boston on Ram, 100-0 round. And Space Station invested 5 ultimates into that point. Massive slow now. Lep is getting punched out. Lep is taking very low. Hawk has lost suit to this push turn. And something's going horribly wrong here for SSG. Annihilation actually comes out from Boss. The pitch tank.
Yes, is it? No way. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but tank advantage. It is a baby tank advantage for now, but Hawk's getting very close. Just needs to get back into that. CJ needs to be careful. Take aim bolts coming his way, but now Hawk is back in mech. SSG can walk forward with this tank advantage. Hawk is half HP again. They can top him up. It's going to be a tidal blast onto Sugar Free as well. Looking for it. Uses the barrage over it as well. Dies. It's 2 ults for 1 trade again. Hawk is cleaning up on point as Infected is back on ball, so SSG should be able to force this one out. Freya duel on the left-hand side. Vega's coming to try and help on that one, and Zera's involved as well. And oh boy, have SSG made a meal of this. They get the flip eventually, but Liquid are going to be back soon.
I mean, Lenny's still on the fire. Boston's over to the wheel now. SSG, they need bodies on the point yesterday to stop this cap going through. Huge pressure, and it might just go right back over to Team Liquid off the back of these trades. Chronic has the bowler, but he's still in spawn, and Liquid, they secure the flip once again. Vega's 91% on the beat, Lep's 82. It's going to be a beat-for-beat situation. ZR7's being dueled over on the side a little bit, but SSG, they need to flip this point. They need to win a fight. Bolt comes out on Sugar Free. He's incredibly low. The Matrix is out from Hawk, just trying to stay alive. But Sugar Free just can't play live. ZR7 snipes him right out the sky. Dashes backline, kills Lep as well. Go on, give us another one, mate. He doesn't give us another one, unfortunately. SSG can tap this one. Hawk can go point with the bomb. If they can get one last touch, they can definitely recontest this one. Lep can fly back in at a moment's notice, drop the beat. Rupert drops the window, actually. Hawk comes out of the
Boots out of it. Oh, Lep's going to beat for it. 4-person beat. They go on. Vega's going to match for beat. 4-person beat in response, but Zera has the blade as soon as these beats fade as well. Chronic's going to die, and maybe they don't even need it. RuPaul just taking it in main. Now Infected all over the backline, and they'll hold on to these ults, and they will take the lead. Team Liquid 1 round away now.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. SSG now.
Zarya.
Down 1-2. Zarya, Sim, cast swap. The emergency Symmetra back again, but ults are petrifying for Team Liquid. Blade and Bowler both. Difficult to deal with. No Suzu anymore, only Hawk's bubbles. to deal with that really. And the blade, I mean, that's just a whole other kettle of fish. That's going to be Lenny needing to channel the thinker and get that TP. So very, very difficult here. Infected setting up around on the flank right now. Rolls in, goes for a slam and a minefield. Has that isolated anything? Maybe it's...
Oh, wait, Lep's shooting! Zera's cooked! He can stay on the map. He's run into CJ somehow, but CJ's got the wave. Deflects that orb at him. Deflects
Stop
a second
shooting
orb
yourself,
at him.
Chris!
And it's going to work out for Team Liquid in the end, but that was more expensive than they would have wanted it. Hawk gets a trade too.
That's a classic Hawk trade. Lep actually completely snapping ZR7's ankles there, but it's just not enough. Too spread out, too split, potential. Now there's a Diva swap in this for Hawk and a BAP swap for CJ, the Rogue Teast swap. What does this accomplish? Get on Moira, bro. Just put the Moira in the bag at this point. Infected up on the choke. Getting ready for a slam. He spies the rotation. He repositions. He's actually on the ground now. He's not up above them anymore, but he's looking for a roll maybe when they go for the rotate. TP on a point. Counter slam. Connects. Sugar Free. Already down. CJ soon to follow.
Dang.
And SSG. An absolutely hopeless retake. Only silver lining is the Hawk, as always.
Wait, Lep's got one.
Lep good for another.
That's the
That's
back
two.
line.
No supports. Yeah, no supports for Liquid. Fast reset here for SSG. I mean, they have to go point. They've got no time.
Oh,
But
yeah, they
CJ's
got-
on a liability hero versus this comp. I can't believe this BAP swap. This is terrible.
It was really hard as well. Sugarfree didn't build a lot of that symbol either, which could have been the turning point for that. They are going to have DPS ult soon, SSG, but they have to rush through to point. That's going to open it up. Deflect used already. Infected goes through. They fly through, looking for the flip now already. They've got the flip actually here. Rupal's not got the window yet either. He's got it now to swing with, but Sugarfree nearly has the window. Just needs one more right click, something to keep them safe. They've nearly got the high noon as well, and now SSG can start playing for time. Lep's got beat advantage in the back pocket too. Window out there. Sugarfree doesn't have the wall yet. TP aggressively through that one. Sugarfree's going for it, gets the wall, gets the kill. The pocket is perfect, and now all of a sudden Chronic's dealing with it in the back as well. Oh, what a symbol. That felt reckless from Sugarfree, but they get the kill.
I really thought Lenny was taking the piss with that one. TP's onto the window when he just needs one more shot
97%.
to actually get the wall on. The Hawk pockets him through it. CJ keeps him alive, and they find those crucial kills. Now it's coming down to beat v beat once again. So many ults swinging online for Team Liquid, but Spacestation, they've got all the cards as well. We need eyes on Lep and Vega here. We need to see this beat exchange. ZR7's got the blade. Infected has the minefield as well. They can go for a high noon TP Spacestation, but right now they're just playing slow. They're just waiting their turn. High noon's out. TP on.
not there.
There's nothing in his sights.
No, mine's on point now as well. Nats one's going to fade. Lep's going to drop the beat. Vega still needs 5% to get to his right now. They can't find anything with this beat. The mines are just fair. They're in danger of giving him a flip. They've killed Infected though. Vega's about to have the beat. They're going to have to do it 4 versus 5. Window is out as well. Here comes the beat. Blade coming through. All over Sugarfree. CJ's there. They're looking for more. Lep hits the boot though, so there's only one kill. Sugarfree's on point though. He needs help. Sugarfree gets the kill. Him and Chronic do it. They're both so low. Sugarfree gets another kill. 1 HP. The pocket's perfect again. The teabag. We're going all the way. Infected is back, but he's completely outnumbered. One more round to decide it all.
Oh my god, nice play coming out there from SSG. TP from Lenny to juke the blade. Boop from Lep to boop CR7 away. God only knows what Boston Plumber Fine was doing when he got pre-fighted there. Liquid had all the cards. Lep dropped the beat when there was a beat blade available. He dropped the beat for a minefield on point. Oh my god. SSG now. Oh, really in this one. Symbol nearly available. Bomb for Hawk means he can aggress once more. And Boston is back over the Ramatra. 5-man TP. Hawk eats the bowler shot. Eyes on that bowler as SSG, they find the first pick on RuPaul.
CJ's lost his lamp though now. Hawk trying to come back. They need more help. Infected's found the kill. Should be able to trade this one out here. Doesn't get to another form timing. Bomb out from Hawk. And Chronic's got the kills on point. There we go, not too bad. And now SSG, they're going to get the first cap. They're going to have Symbol. They're going to have the Cass. All these shenanigans. And Team Liquid are looking a little bit desperate for ults.
I mean, they're going to have RuPaul's title blast eventually, I suppose. But how are you even going to find value? You need Zera to dash on. And there's going to be a TP to contend with. It's actually going to be really hard to find title blast value in this matchup now. At Space Station, they're just ahead on all ults. And it's already 27%. It's going to end quick. High noon up on the high ground feels a little bit forced. Zera pops the deflect. TP's on. Boston's dead. Doesn't even block it. Just takes the damage on the chin like a good boy. And now Team Liquid, it's last fight territory. 45%. Everyone back backsteps. By the time they swing back in, they're going to have no DPS ults. They're only going to have the Tidal Blast, and Boston Plumber finds Annihilation. Double support ult and Symbol for the final turn for SSG. Oh my days.
SSG have everything to close it out, complete the reverse sweep. Team Liquid are coming the far side, moving towards point now. Can't afford for anything to go wrong. They need his Tidal Blast to connect. Probably going Zera's way as well. You can see, looking for it now. Here it is, onto Zera, looking for it. Left with the boot, gets the beat off as well, catches everyone. Hawk will be stunned, but the beat keeps him safe. Symbol on point, but they need kills. There's an Annihilation to come after this. Infected has popped it. He's all over Lep. Sugarfree's gonna die. Lep's gonna die. CJ still has the window. He's got one trade on it though, but this ram is in his face, and Infected's gonna get it done. Gets the cleanup. Infected and Team Liquid hang on.
How do they win that trade? Hawk's lost suit as well. He's got to jump off the map so late. Iron Mike again does it. The beat from Lep, it didn't catch Chronic, so Chronic couldn't run down Zera. He was too scared to go close. I think he should have just pushed that duel, to be honest, found that kill. But because Chronic was out of the fight for so long, Boston just starts running amok on the point. Annihilation kills everything. SSG now, a much less favorable ult situation for the retake. TP, it's a fake. They run through main anyway. They TP'd up top. Now they're stepping up onto the point. Windows available for CJ. He can throw it down. But first SSG, they need to set up their flanks. They need to start touching the point. Left's taken very low just by spam pre-pipe. The Vega beat all the marbles.
If they can get this beat off, CJ's going to window now, pressure onto Infected, but he still has that form, blocks out, Bowler behind as well. Lamp is good, keeps CJ alive, but Vega, he has the beat, it's time to go. He hits the beat, catches all 5 members, they push for the kills. Infected and Zera have deleted him. They've left it late enough as well. Hawk's going to get staggered, left with a boot trying to save him. He doesn't have the self-destruct though. Baby out, Blade to kill the baby, and Team Liquid will deny the reverse sweep.
Lep's going for one last touch. He gets it. He gets slowed on point. Speedster.
Another Lep, mate. Cheers.
One more. Now we just need, like, you know, 4 more touches into a miracle bomb from Hawk.
Oh, it was there
Team
for
Liquid
him.
deny the reverse sweep. As you can see, I'm well chuffed about this. I'm over the moon about my team winning. Hashtag leaking liquid, everybody.
I thought they were going to do it.
Oh my god, they really had it. How did they lose that final turn with the... they had like...
The beat comes out, but then I feel like the Symbol was fighting nothing. We didn't get a clear view of points, so I'm not sure exactly, but it didn't feel like the
Lenny
Symbol
got killed
was...
through his Symbol.
Yeah, like, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like that should have been the moment to win, you know? Like, they beat the... Was it the Tidal Blast they beat? And then it's just Symbol versus Annihilation, and they have the window. Not like that Symbol and window should just kill the Annihilation, right? Should be so hard for him.
Yeah. I don't know. They were just... They were so spread out when the Tidal Blast turn came. Like, there's a Symbol on the point. Lep has to use the beat just to not get Ajaxed by the Tidal Blast.
Yeah, it's a really awkward beat. Yeah, it did well to even get it off, you know? Like, it was a scary situation, and it still hits everyone, but...
Yeah. Bad beat, bad wall, just unfortunate. Yeah.
Comes back to that King's Row as well, you know? Like, this series actually really tight in the end.
Yeah, I mean, you replay this series, like, it really could go either way. All of the maps were outrageously close.
I mean, even at Ilios at the start, right?
Have done
like,
more.
fuck.
I mean, maybe Lenny could have had like a slightly better Symbol at the very end. You know, we'll give him that one.
That's the nature of these close series, right? We're talking about like individual moments, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. So close to a reverse sweep. Just brutal. I want to hear what they have to say.
If TL didn't C9, it would have been a 3-0. Yeah, I mean, it could have looked really different. I mean, I don't know. It depends how far the push is after that. It could have really gone either way still, Nat Rialto.
Vega cells stay winning. Do they?
I think Vega would have scored well, actually, off that. Let's do a fantasy check while we wait for the interview to start.
I mean, he is Violet score-wise, you know? Violet on a team that wins more, so...
Yeah, just waiting for CJ's. Yeah, only 4 for Sugar Free in the end on that map 5.
34.
Vega got 5.5. I mean, like, no one scored well on that map 5, I think, because it was everyone just, like, high defs all around.
Apparently 34 for Vega.
Isn't that? Yeah, just waiting for CJ's to come in, and then that should be everyone's... Yeah, CJ 1.5. So, 33.5 for Zera. Second highest to Vega's 34. RuPaul 28, Infected 30, Tree 25, 22.5 for Hawk in the end, 24 for Sugar Free, Lep 10.5, CJ 22.5, 6.5 for Chronic, So I actually had Vega and Sugar Free, so I got the highest scoring player for each respective team.
Yeah, I feel like you've done quite well here.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that Rialto, the swing factor there to get those extra maps out, because if it wasn't for that, I would have been looking at a Sugar Free 2 plus 4 plus 5, which would have been an 11.
Yeah, that's
Which
like,
would not
that's like
have
me and
felt great.
Zombalo, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it just hurts.
Well, even when Zomba doesn't
Right.
score great today, there's always like, there's another game, Cope, you know?
Yeah. God, where was the point touch when they windowed? You know, like they only got one fight for all of their retakes. Like, they come back, they drop the window. Like, there's just nobody on point for so long, you know? They window... Like... They step up, they're poking, burning time off the clock, TP Hawk into the back line.
Bowler
By the
takes a
time
lot
the
of
window
attention
comes
as well.
down, like,
Yeah.
yeah, the bowler dragged them all back, but like by the time the window
Well,
dropped, like they've
It's
already
the-
taken like their turn.
Like, maybe it's a bit hindsight or something as well, but is this not like a time... I guess they don't know if... They probably call Vega has beat, right? Because I was going to say, is there like a more
Yeah,
aggressive
maybe
window
they're scared of
play?
that.
But they probably presume Vega has beat, you know? So if they think if they TP a window aggressively, they're just going to get beat on, and then it's really cooked. I mean, there's an argument there. They could have maybe got a second fight if they went really quick, but it would have been such a rough second fight.
I'm not disappointed at all, Lenny. I'm Team Liquid's watch party co-streamer, so I'm over the moon about this win, bro. Don't even worry about it. It can happen, Lenny. You'll get him next time. I only have one question for you, bro. You won't play Sim for me once in the hardest Sim meta of all time. You'll roll out a spawn on this with a straight face. You won't play Sim for me one time when I beg you in the most obvious hard Sim meta of all time, and you'll roll out a spawn on this. Just say you don't fuck with me, bro. Like, just say you don't fuck with me. Why do you even come by the chat anymore? Like, I can tell you don't fuck with me. Like, insane. Insane.
Actions and words.
That's a class series. It's really good. Really good watch.
Just got an early TP. I mean, that's the fix. If Chris hasn't told you already, Sugar Free, just TP, but don't wait for the point to unlock, or they'll have a chance to set up. Just TP immediately. I'm excited to see the Sigma Sim next week.
Also, Lenny, did you see Kasaurus's pre-match shit talk? Because it was actually the worst shit talk in the entire world. Like, they've done studies and they've never seen shit talk so bad as what Kasaurus was spitting pre-game. Chris told me to do a pump fake at BaldX. We were doing Insta TP, then we changed. It's Chris's fault.
I knew it was Chris's fault.
Sad. Only entertaining match all day. Agree, Lev. Thank you for providing.
It was a good fit. Worth staying up for that one at the end.
Yeah, it's worth staying up for that, and then the 12 hours that are about to follow.
Yeah, I mean, you say that like I was gonna complain about mine, but it's actually completely unfair for me to complain about like, oh, I'm not gonna get a lot of sleep to a guy who's literally staying up.
Joining us for a quick
Well, let's hear from Vega.
interview after this never-ending series. Thank you so much for taking the time. It's been a long day for you guys, and I'm sure you're eager to get some rest. But please walk us through this, because you denied them the reverse sweep, but holy, we had a C9, an Ajax, which I'm sure is going to live rent-free in your head for a few days.
Oh my gosh.
Can you maybe let's revisit those moments? What went right for your team? What went wrong? How did you rally to deny that reverse sweep?
So I think like a lot of what went wrong is we're just playing the worst comps in the world. Like we made a lot of bad hero swaps. I think a lot of people made some mistakes. Like people would get picked before the fight started, etc. In general, it's like we would lose when we were 5v5 and like playing the game normally. But whenever we made a mistake, we would win when we were playing like 5v5. But when we were making mistakes, like it was just impossible to win. And we made like too many mistakes, I feel.
They've put Kevin line, top to bottom.
I want to ask you about the last ban, the Tracer ban, because me and Avro were talking about it. We're like, oh, you know, they could ban the Hog or something like that if they really want to counter this kind of wrecking ball stuff that we thought you'd bring out. But Zera had been kind of farming on the Tracer. Obviously, the Genji, he's not a slouch on that either. But yeah, what was the thought process around that?
So personally, I was like one of the biggest reasons why I banned Tracer. I just thought Lenny was playing pretty good on Tracer. I was like, I don't know, if we ban Tracer, then we could play like Genji Reaper and like Brawl a lot. And we ended up swapping, but I think we should expect to lose first point and then expect to win the next 4 points. Because the next 4 points on Sarvasa are like, they're super brawly, I guess, really like close corners. And that's why we ended up swapping like the Ramatra. Like, people wanted to play like Ball, Freya, and like something else and like Poke, but I think I knew that we needed to win by playing like a Brawl style on Sarvasa.
Speaking of styles here, how do you guys feel about SSG's style right now? They're mostly playing a lot of this Diva Sim stuff, a lot less of the Zarya. I feel like that was kind of something that was working against you guys. We look at Kings Row, we look at Rialto. RuPaul started a lot on Ana. I felt like he was definitely the easy target for the Diva TPs, and you guys had to adjust from that a couple times. Yeah, like how do you feel going up against something like that against SSG? Because that didn't seem like that was going to be their style, but that's what they revealed today. Ended up working quite well.
Yeah, I think their style is pretty unique. It's like an Alcatia in Europe, but because like none of the other NA teams really play that style, Nightmare does play it, but they play like different variants of it. So we're pretty unprepared. But I think they actually are finding like a good style with the Diva Lucio Kiri and even like Symmetra, or like they were playing like a lot of Pharah Freya.
Right on. Well, coming up, of course, you have easier week 4, and in week 5, you'll be going up against GK. What are your thoughts on that team? How do you think you're going to stack up against them?
Spy
I think
chat.
GK is pretty good, but based on all our practices, like we've been doing really good. I think we've been in a really good form. I think we really should win as long as we're confident and we play our style and we don't play bad in a match. I really think today was a bad showing for us, even though we did win.
Well, it made for an exciting game, so we're grateful for that. We kind of needed that after the previous series, so thanks a lot. We all farmed our sprays and rewards thanks to you guys, so we can appreciate that. Vega, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah,
thank you. And then can I say thank you to the people who watched my stream. And
wow, that's so PMA.
He's so desperate to get more stream viewers, honestly. Like, like
I say that with every bias I have as a parent.
is actually does anyone have a tab for Vega situation? Has anyone got a tab for him?
Yeah, can we get a tab going for Vega, please? He needs it. Shout out to the stream viewers. Shout out to the birth givers. Shout out to the fans. Shout out to Casaurus for that incredible pre-game interview.
I mean,
meat on the bone.
Do you think there's any way that Team Liquid don't win if they don't get off to that good start? Because SSG were clearly quite rattled by that shit talk for the first couple of maps.
Yeah, I mean, you could see, like, every single time SSG got an advantage, they just remembered those chilling words going through their spine coming out from Casaurus, and yeah. Until was the problem, old SSG would never go 5 maps versus Liquid. Then when we went 5 maps versus Liquid, I fucked up the map 5 ban and we lost, and then we went 5 maps versus Liquid again, and we won a spot to China over them. But it's okay, mate. It's okay. I don't expect you to track the game. I don't expect you to track our results.
just
if you line up at the deli counter, can you get me some prosciutto, like 200 grams, and some grandmother ham, like 200 grams, and get me a loaf of bread from the shop that's adjacent to it? There's 3 attached shops. Get me a loaf of bread from the second one. But if you're not lining up at the deli counter, because that's like a full hour waiting on a Sunday, then forget about it. Don't get me anything, mate. When are you going to Costco next? Because I'm almost out of berries. Does that mean that next time I play them map 5, I'll win? Unfortunately not, Lep, because Chris didn't throw the draft. So, yeah.
Oh. How long till Korea?
Actually, don't even bother with that food order, Ben, because yeah, they're gonna see the people that you're with, and they're gonna give you the most lazily cut, thick cut prosciutto ever. I'm not even paying for that. Don't do that. Don't even ask.
$7 hours? Shit.
What's in 7 hours?
Korea.
Wait, really? Only 7?
Yeah, I mean, in many ways, this is actually good for you, right? Because you do your sort of introduction, you do some of the giveaways, and then you'll actually be like half the way there, you know?
What's my introduction? Thanks for stopping by, Team Liquid, bracket social media manager. See you next week, same time. Well, I actually don't know what time the matches are. They just happen. But yeah, see you next week, Team Liquid. Thanks for stopping by.
All right, I'm gonna hit the leaderboards. What do you reckon, Max? Still top?
No, I don't think so. Not after that, because like people that had like Lenny and shit will go up, and I didn't have any other high earners from this series. Like Hawk owners will probably all be.
I'm up to 60. I'm up to 65th, which is I think the highest I've been so far in these opening 3 weeks. Number 1 is now Never Lucky, who had Infected, Zomba, Checkmate, Landon, and Z. You're down to 13th.
I mean, Never Lucky also has the double, right? Like, can you repeat that roster?
Yeah, Infected, Zomba, Checkmate, Landon, Z. So they still have double Sakura game to go against Extinction.
Yeah, they have a double Sakura with 2 Sakura players. The problem that that person has in the long term is like they must be
what happens
right?
next.
Like to have all those players, like when they want to get rid of the Sakura players, like what can they do? Like
they
pick up a
probably
Choice
go to
A1,
Vision.
They can't even get.
They could go
they go like Choice A1 plus
Skyle,
fucking
maybe?
Frothy Philly. Skyle's priced up, is he not?
Yeah, it depends if there's like you only need like 1 or 2 in the bank, I think, to get to. You need 2 in the bank maybe to get from Z to Skyle.
They have Infected, Checkers, and
it seems unlikely, doesn't it? They could do Choi and then Philly potentially, but then Philly is hitting like the horrendous rush games.
Philly's plus 20, but Philly's games are about to get a lot harder.
Yeah, like these are the soft winnable ones.
I think the clean feed just died.
Oh yeah, mine just. Okay. Have you been rated on YouTube?
Well, I'm not getting rated from the clean feed, so.
I mean, as every viewer counts, mate.
This is true. Let's close the clean feed, I suppose. We don't need that anymore. I don't need to play with you anymore. I can just take the unclean feed and full screen it. What the hell am I doing when I get this raid? Like I never plan this stuff
to give away, right?
Like, yeah, I got sent some codes.
Set up a wheel,
maybe I should like
set up a wheel. Do some races.
Fuck a wheel, dude. I've got a bajillion codes, bro. Fuck a wheel. Like, who needs the spectacle of it? They just want their codes.
Mate, you got time to fill, mate. You got time to fill.
They want their codes. They just raided me. I'll put OWCS Fantasy in the background. Don't leave me, everybody. We've got codes to give away. Please, for the love of God, Overwatch Esports viewers, don't leave me yet. We've got codes with your name on them. All right. And you can get your drops here, obviously. If you want your drops, you can stay. If you want your codes, you can stay. We're going to roll them up until the sun goes down. And it's 11 a.m., so there's a lot of time to roll. There's so much time to roll right now, seriously. Like, you will be sick of the sound of my voice by the time we are done rolling them up. But, yep, ! Play in the chat if you want to roll. We have codes to give away. I haven't even opened the sheet to see what they gave me, but rest assured there are codes on the way. Let's see if that YouTube raid be hitting though. Oh shit, it did. I got 500 viewers on YouTube. That's new.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much for sorting out the YouTube raid. Powers that be. Appreciate that. If you're trying to play in my YouTube chat, you are tragically in the wrong place, but that's just life, I'm afraid. This is a Twitch special, the playing. But yeah, welcome to all the Overwatch Esports viewers. If you're new here somehow, if you've never been unfortunately, kidnapped into this stream before, I'm Hunter. I used to be the coach of SSG. I'm the reason that the team didn't make it to the Esports World Cup. Before then, I was a non-contributor as to why we made it to China. If you keep rolling back the clock further and further and further, right back to when Jesus was the quarterback for Bethlehem, I was an Overwatch League coach for a series of extremely unsuccessful rosters.
All right, I'm gonna deafen in for a bit. My plan is to shoot off as well, so I'm going to end the YouTube stream here. Obviously, if you missed any of the action, maybe that last game, you can go catch up on all of that immediately on said YouTube stream. I'll be back for Korea in a few hours. Bloody hell, I'm going to need a coffee. Yeah, they introduced raiding into YouTube not too long ago, so goodbye to YouTube. And do I probably just raid Max? You guys want to go play? I'll see you in a few hours. That seems reasonable to me. You want to go play? All right. I heard he has codes to give away.